before we do the sharing of the news?
I'm going to
Halldamir did
be
it last
useless
time.
to do that.
Halldamir did it last time, although he did have
With a recap,
assistance.
I'm good. I talk a lot.
How about DDS?
How about DDS?
See if I can remember the 4 transgressions last time. I hope I can. Last time, we teleported onto a boat. That was the thing, right? Last time?
I think so.
That's where we started?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Maybe.
Okay, so we teleported onto a boat. What boat? The boat out near the mists. As Graham unexpectedly walked up towards the oracle and offered out the sword. The sword to her. To all of our absolute surprises, because wait, what? We want to help the oracle? Okay then. And it turns out he had a plan for getting rid of the doom. What was his plan? Well, since it can't be destroyed by any mortal kind, he planned to get the Lady of Rainbow Scales herself to destroy him. Destroy it. I don't think it's got a gender. As with preparation complete, I believe on like a little rowboat, he rowed out into the mist on the oracle's suggestion. Then in the mist, he ended up on some island that had a very familiar building to what Graham's homeland, what kind of people usually build. My mind is getting very foggy for some reason, but I remember it almost seemed like a trial situation. If I remember correctly, almost appeared, questioning Graham of his convictions and his reasonings behind it. By the original architect himself, if I remember correctly, did that, speaking for the lady. The final result being eventually a few things. One, that the Doom was plucked out of the building by the Lady of Rainbow Scales themselves, getting hurt, interestingly, by the Doom on its way out, as it was launched up into space. And then Graham eventually left. Except it was not Graham who came back to the ship on that sailboat, but it turned out to be a giant dragon that came back. I don't remember the description you gave for Graham's new form, but a tremendous dragon indeed.
Tremendous.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually remember what happened after that, on the back of my mind, though. I can't remember what else happened. So, unless someone wants to help me, we're kind of stuck here.
I believe that Gavir had requested your help.
That happened, yes, that's true.
Yeah, Gavir had requested our help, and so we went to Gavir after talking briefly and sending Enrikin off to the north. We went to talk to Gavir to find that he had, for no reason, just decided to try to take our friends hostage so that he would have something to leverage against us when he wanted to control us in the future.
So to make this a recap that is not as biased as that, Gavir had said that he has put Jax into prison because he was seen poisoning Gavir, successfully poisoning, as in Gavir had ingested the poison. Continue. So
he tried to make us believe this, which, if it's between Gavir and Jax, we know where our trust lies. So basically, we freed Jax from his false imprisonment, and then told Gavir that we don't appreciate being lied to with his dumb stories trying to imprison our friends. Because, I mean, what's the chance that Jax suddenly happens to be in prison with Gavir, just for no reason, if it wasn't Gavir's plan all along to get someone that was our friend? Not very likely at all. And it's only natural. Graham understands, but yeah, that happened. After that, he talked us into helping him with something else, though now he couldn't use Jax's life as a threat. We still wanted to help him by interrogating a tiefling who had come from space traveling to warn us of something called the Burning Legion, which was going to come and arrive and invade our world to strip it of its resources and devour it and some such. It is said that the darkness that took Graham's world was basically sent by these ones, and now they come to take this world as well. They are our big bad. Beyond that, we managed to free this tiefling from the prison as well, and he went home to his buddies. We sent a few people after him, and we now know where they sort of hang out. The idea here is that we're going to go and say hello and see what they're up to, because we don't like the idea of having demon doom cultists just sort of doing their thing unopposed throughout the city. I believe that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did I miss things? Did we miss things?
No, I think that was okay. Although the words "burning legion" never fell, and it's a completely different thing.
I mean, okay. Well, I didn't know what else to call them, because the invaders has a different connotation in this world.
That's true.
It's already taken. Or been invaded. Been there, done that. Maybe we can reclaim that word now that the invaders are different. We could make the invaders now be these guys. We could be the natives.
Yeah. As Graham uses this and Talia walks in, the light's flickering around her. She doesn't look too happy as she approaches towards the table.
For me, there's a single candle in the middle. The rest is a gloomy light around, glittering scales, darkened frown.
Yeah.
As Talia moves up closer, slamming her staff down with a burst of light.
It reaches across the room, except in the corner where Anarkin is sitting. The light can't really penetrate.
It just kind of curves around him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you see these like dark tendrils sort of licking off him.
Graham is doing something he's been doing a lot recently, which is sort of absent-mindedly just slightly moving his head, letting out like small, just minuscule breaths as little motes of light, little motes of flame, or like little clouds of dew and such, sort of hover around his head. If someone comes to interrupt it, they sort of whip away in under some of his scales and behind his wings and such, giving him time to talk to others before when his business is done, they return to pester him about small things.
Yeah. Talia and her flashy entrance, after having a quick look around to each person, kind of gives that almost casual-looking stance for a second. So, I hope everyone's doing well. I have a few things I want to quickly discuss, though. Firstly, though, is Jax doing well? Looks over to Graham.
He said he needed nothing more from us, though I freed him from his prison.
That's good to hear. There's been a minor complication, by the way.
Yes.
Gavir is no longer the architect.
Anarkin nods.
Nods.
Yes. I have heard similar things.
He has been dethroned by his brother due to the people were not liking that he just ignored laws and released prisoners without having the law say so.
Graham shrugs.
So that's a minor issue on one side. Though he said he will try to help us continually, but let's be honest, he is not going to be as useful now.
Grand Castle has not impressed me with its usefulness lately. Perhaps their strength is spent.
Anarkin looks over.
It still had uses behind it.
I agree with Talia on this. Losing the architect is bad. I certainly hope that freeing Jax will turn out to be as useful as this is devastating. To be honest, Jax is a friend, but he has not impressed me in usefulness lately.
More news.
There is an odd nod towards Anarkin. Like, we're agreeing. As she'll look back. Also, I also received a personal message from the artist. It's been well. It seems there has been a number of, what do you call them? Secret agents and infiltrators, those kind of things running through the various ranks of, well, kind of gestures just a hand around the entire island, preparing things for the incoming invasion.
More of these tieflings.
No. Well, unfortunately, if that was so easy, that would not be the case. These spies, as I think he more aptly referred to them, have been here under effects of extremely powerful illusions this entire time. No way to distinguish them from a normal person.
But if the illusion would be broken, they would be distinguishable.
Yes.
I know who.
Do you think you have an idea who might be under such illusion?
So it says, I know who set this up. Who set Jax in prison. Who put him there so that I would find him and remove him to get the architect fired and a new plut in his place. I know who is behind all of this, and I know why.
I have received something though. As Talia's going to reach into her bag and pull out about a fist-sized crystal.
Wow.
Holding it heavily. This is a gift from the artist himself for us. It's fragile. I'm not sure how much it can be used. It's likely to break whenever it's used. But if I activate it in the presence of anyone under such an illusion, it will, without fail, erase any kind of illusion from them. We will know who they are. And be able to prove it to everyone else as well.
He takes out a piece of paper. I mean, it's probably like when it's a dragon letter, it's probably like a leather thing. Honestly.
A papyrus, like something really durable.
Yeah. As she begins reading. Hello, Graham. It's been a while since we've seen each other. I think it would be difficult for you to recognize me anymore. Jokes aside, I wanted to send you a message to you and your friends. A real one this time. So looks up. This person also sent us the fake one about, well, you remember it, no? Ace being in trouble and all that.
Notes.
He continues. A real one this time with words and such, rather than gestures that might be too subtle. Suffice to say, I'm still upset about your betrayal. Even if I now have the tools to dethrone your shadowy bastard of a wilderhead myself, that just won't do. We had a deal. You can still deliver on it, and I will stop tearing down the world around you, one brick at a time. I mean Grandcastle, of course. I don't even think Crimson Peak nor Grimskill has many bricks anymore. Your spire does, but I will let that one be for last. Continues reading. Jax and his family will still stay out of this for now. I'm not petty nor cruel. Besides, you have already done to Jax what I need you to do. Not that lives really matter. If these new arrivals are as annihilation happy as you say they are, I will inevitably be part of everyone's death anyway. It will inevitably be everyone's death anyways. That's the great thing about having lost everything I spent decades building. Might as well make everyone lose everything as well. Here's what you can do for me. Deliver that shadowy bastard to Grimscale, preferably barely alive, although death would be safer. Matrix will become the new Wilderhead with your blessing and support. You will go fight the darkness, and as you intend to, and probably die trying. But in the end, you might succeed with Matrix's assistance. And then everything will be grand. On a different note, can you finally guess who organized Sarkith's fancy armor? He likes it, and he doesn't like you. See you soon, Matrix.
Matrix. Who was that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can
That
I get
black
reminded?
dragon in Dragontown.
Oh, that fucker.
Oh,
Look at
that
that guy's
dickhead?
a fucker.
Wow.
He's behind all of this.
Anakin smiles slightly. Then he truly is mad.
He would rather see the world burn by his hand as revenge for what we did to him than let it be destroyed by demons. He doesn't care.
Anakin snorts. Well, I see. I looks over to Graham to see if Graham is finished with his part of the news.
He nods.
All right. Then Anarkin will have a violent coughing fit, as he does from time to time. And then he will draw himself up a little bit and say, I too have gathered some information, and I have a few things that I would like to share with the rest of you. I also have the information that the architect has been dethroned and that Gavir is now going to Crimson Peak. However, the state of Crimson Peak is odd. It seems that the enemy has locked himself in his chamber more than anything. He never takes off the armor, and there is fear that the armor is somehow affecting him, making him, well, think and do things he normally would not. This is something that might be worth investigating. Maybe if
Matrix did that.
nods, yes, that seems very likely. I know for a fact that Sargath and Matrix are friends is perhaps too strong a word, but at least somewhat business partners in the past. Matrix would have been able to trick Sargath to wear something, most likely.
Never trust someone like that.
He shakes his head. No, Matrix is a sly one. While Sargath might be violent and tyrannical, he is at least very honest, which is appreciated.
He's a monster and he doesn't lie about it.
Nods. As I said, it is refreshing. It seems that Crimson Peak is mobilized. The enemy's sons have taken the armies and the forces of Crimson Peak and headed into the Jeweled Sands. Exactly what they are doing there is unknown. They are accosting travelers and attacking caravans and other things, although they have not moved to Respite in any certain way. They seem to be just terrorizing the area. Most of them are gone from Crimson Peak. Only Beakar, which is the one that sent me the information, is still there. This is worrying, especially if Matrix is behind it. We might want to investigate that at some point soon. Despite that, we have even more problems in Respite, and this is more of something that would require our direct intervention, I believe. There is a thing in Respite, a cocoon, a chrysalis of containing something that is too dangerous to be left alone, and especially too dangerous to be left in Respite. It must be taken care of. This is what I would ask of you, is that we, sooner rather than later, journey to Respite to handle this problem. I do not know exactly what happens if the thing hatches. I only know that it will be very bad, and I intend to stop it. In fact, I can stop it.
Where does this information come from?
Looks over him and says, a source that is reliable so far and has been an ally.
Gamble, meet Enriken's eyes too. Just for a piece of confirmation or affirmation, I suppose.
Enriken will look steadily at him. He seems fairly sure at his statement. I agree that it is a risky move, but if this information is correct, it would be simply too dangerous to let it be. The contact I'm speaking of has not deceived me in the past, so I am willing to take this risk.
Are you sure that this is from your contact? It seems like Matrix has been able to forge letters or magical messages from our contacts before. He also seems to know where we are at most times, and how we would normally try to discern information.
Anrikin seems thoughtful. And
Sending
then,
us off to the far, far away would let him do whatever he plans to do here in his own time.
unless he has also turned into a archmage of tremendous power, I do not believe he could deceive me on this particular information.
Graham nods.
We would have a new problem, I believe, if he could.
Johnson says he controls the enemy and the architect. He says he has his pieces in place to take over the Wilderhead position, but would like us to do it for old time's sake. If we don't, he will end the glittering city to the north, and he will also destroy Jax's home. The Radiant Spire and our friends gone.
Honestly, Grandma, we know where he lives. It's a swamp. We could turn that swamp inside out and upside down. Make it an actual hellhole, if necessary. I could kill most living things in that swamp. Make it uninhabitable for all futures. If he comes after us with threats such as these, I think we should respond in kind.
I mean, he puts he waves the letter and says, "It is already here." He sent it.
Anrikin nods.
He is ruining all that we have made, so that to get revenge for some petty, foolish mistake he perceives.
And so we must end him.
Nods. Do you think, however, that what you want us to do is more important, that be done first?
Anrikin thinks and says, if that thing hatches, it will be bad.
Do you have a time scale?
Shakes his head. No.
More information than it is bad. Anything.
It is a container of death and misery that should not be in the hands of a faction or a nation that, to be frank, is arrayed against us. Respite has never come
Beyond
to
that,
our
it could
aid.
sound like Matrix's enemy forces are moving towards it. With a mad mind to destroy the world, it seems like that would be the perfect thing.
Anrikin seems to lower his head a little bit, seems deep in thought, and says, if it comes to a matter of emergencies, I believe the dark cocoon can wait for a while, but not too long.
We are in a spider web, it seems, and the more we struggle, the stronger it will be. It seems to me like we should find the spider and kill it.
Anrikin shrugs. I do not have spies. Sadly, I do not know where Matrix is. Our only contact to that effect is Jax. And unless he wants to lead us to Matrix, then
I don't think that he could any longer.
Well, then I am personally out of options. However, maybe a powerful seer or something similar could divine his location.
I'm sad to say my own powers of divination are not quite strong enough yet. I'm almost to the point, but not yet.
Looks over. Then perhaps the Office of the Grey could help us. They have diplomats in all circles. You would imagine that they would potentially know where Matrix hides. If any faction would know, it would probably them or the Jack. Although I am still under the thought that Jack and the Matrix is basically the same person.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So much that. Yeah. My thought was different. If we've done this almost before, have we not? Says, The enemy is controlled by him. I doubt that is something he likes.
Most likely not. But his behavior has become erratic. Whatever is happening to him is seemingly affecting his mind.
Oh, Grim nods. We would have to tear that armor off of him, I imagine. Which would not be an easy task.
Ways.
As for the Wilderhead, I have no love for a necrotic friend.
Jakes, he said, no. I do not care what happens to the Wilderhead.
But I will not go doing this thing's bidding.
No. I am more against being ordered to do something than killing the Wilderhead.
Now, there is one thing, of course. He did tell us to bring the shadowy bastard to Grimskill, alive. If we do that, we will find him, or at least, well, perhaps one of him.
Anakin shrugs and says, well, can we talk to Wufar and tell him plainly what is happening? Maybe he will go along with it.
However, the enemy cannot know that is what's going on. And given how much he knows, we will at least have to push Wufar to be at the edge of life, which I doubt would be much trouble, honestly.
Anakin shrugs. It would be just easier if they went along with the plan rather than try to fight.
Nods.
If I may interject, I learnt very shortly that the Jarl, in fact, is having some issues in his lands, and it would appear that a lot of his people are talking about following the Jack rather than him. If we do this, we could, in fact, cause that transition. I am not in favor of following Matrix's orders.
If only he was on the side of saving the world rather than wanting to see it destroyed.
He nods. Says, but
Seems
I'm
like
also...
he has, in heartbeat, united everyone.
I would rather not see the Jarl's men go down to the Jack.
Trevor shakes his head.
Anakin massages the bridge of his nose, saying, I am of a mind of you start killing everything and everyone
Graham nods.
That is simply against us, and whoever is left, well, that's our allies. I am very tired of this incessant betrayal and backstabbing.
Can we please not murder absolutely everything?
Graham says, whoa, we are the good side of justice. The ones who stand against us must then, by definition, be unjust.
Let us at least just cut the head off of the snake instead of eating at its tail.
However, we cannot find the head.
Which is why I suggest to burn the entire forest.
Eventually he will run out of lackeys.
I don't think burning the entire forest is such a great idea.
We would, however, in doing so, simply unite them behind him. His lies have already seemed to somehow convince people that all we have done for them is bad.
Anakin looks over. So if the carrot don't work, we use the whip. We have been exceedingly nice to these creatures.
Then again, we could simply ignore him.
Shrugs again. Also a possibility.
If he wishes to see the world die, it does not seem like, from the letter at least, that he plans to have the darkness do it. It seems like he would be fine with us fighting the darkness.
It is remarkable that so many people would rally behind a shadowy spy rather than the heroes that vanquished the doom and saved the land.
He answers, it would not surprise me if he has somehow convinced them that he was behind that as well.
Arcus snorts.
In truth, however, at this point, my people are the sea, my people are the land, my people are the forests, the swamps, the rocks that we walk upon. I have nothing he can threaten. Someone says, Jax is one thing, however much I will do to protect my friend. If I cannot against the world, then I will simply avenge him. He threatens this city. He will destroy it to dust. I imagine he will use the Architect's forces, the Doom, even the forces of the Jarl, which he all seem to have under his control. Not much we can stop him from doing so, but after a city is gone, what then?
Arcus shrugs. My seat of power is a dark and forlorn place filled with the tormented screams of the dead. He can threaten nothing.
Looks to Henrik and says, the two of us, looks to the others, says, the four of us together, I doubt much could threaten us now. Threaten us where we are strong, where we are together.
The greatest
They can destroy
threat.
what we have built, it is true, but they cannot destroy us. Not with these methods.
Anrican again has a violent coughing fit, and he leans over the table, and then he looks very tired over to all the others and say, there is also a point, dear friends, where a world simply does not want to be saved. At some point, I lose interest.
That may be in your lifetime, but I doubt it will be in mine.
He looks over. As far as I know, I do not die of age, Hirandor.
Precisely my point.
There will be a time.
I don't intend there to be a loss of this world with me in it.
Graham nods and
But
says, I as well am bound to the land. This island will exist, but Matrix is not the one threatening it. He cannot.
He is but a pawn compared. We have killed the
In
thing
the
that
grand
it was
scheme of
unkillable.
things, however, if we do not respond, it is possible that in order to harm us, he would summon something of this darkness, simply to doom the world and see us fail.
Arkin clicks his teeth again and said, as I said, we have dragged this world from the brink of destruction, kicking and screaming for I don't know how long and how many times now. And at some point, I get fed up.
Says, we have been subtle so far, kind in our approach. I suppose there's something can be said for patience running out.
Arkin nods. It is about to.
Next to the others, if this Matrix wants to see what happens when we run out of patience, if that is what he truly wants, then there will be no world for him to govern afterwards. I need not cities. I need not lands. What I need is the existence of this isle, and that is all I require.
I will not simply bring sacrifice to all. Turn for that goal.
But know that it is perilously close to the point of us showing what we are capable of. Looks to Henrikin, looks to Hirandor. Says we cannot accept this sort of petty tomfoolery when the world is about to end.
He is, quite frankly, kicking at the very supports we have built. And if the world is cheering him on, at some point I just have to conclude that they want to die. And
No,
then if they do, who am I to stop them? If they all wish for annihilation, what right do I have to deny them?
Democrat says, we both know, friend, that death is not the end, however. They can still protect their home when they have passed.
Anakin nods. Death do not scare me. And doesn't stop me. Look over to the others. It is up to you. You have always been the more gentle side of this alliance. And if you truly wish to save the world once again from the brink of destruction, then certainly we will try. But we would need a place to start. I am still feeling that at some point the world just wants to die, and we should perhaps let it.
Regardless if that's your opinion or not, I will say, if nothing else, I will continue to follow the light I have had set before me. Even to the last day, I will continue to shine my light, and I will continue trying to guide these people away from the destruction.
Randall nods and says, like I said, I will make sure that this world stays safe so long as I live. If that means I die while keeping it that way, he shrugs. I'm fine with that.
So we simply set out the word that we are not interested in dealing with this Miquix, that if he wishes to stop us from saving the world, then it will end, and so will he with it. Because that is what he wants, however, at least we can take the satisfaction of it from him. Then we go about dealing with important issues.
We must just be ready, We must just be ready, because at some point the tide will approach us, and we need to not get swallowed.
Anakin sighs and says, if some of you find out where Matrix is, we go and kill him. I am not equipped to find him, however. I feel I can do nothing in this regard.
If I can find a way, I will do so.
If I had more power, if, for example, the Soul Forge had not been drained, he shoots a pointed look over to Graham, then I would have more tools to work with. But for now, I am somewhat limited.
There will be souls to fill it soon, I'm sure.
So,
should we, before we continue on to respite, however, take a look at this Doom meeting taking place in this very city? The city of Grand Castle. That's where we are, isn't it? Are we there still?
No, we're in the spot.
The invitation still open now that Gavir is kicked out? Do we still have the blessing of the new architect to operate in the city? Because if it means that we have to fight our way and burning half the city down just to get to the cultists, Anakin shrugs. It seems to be too bothersome.
Shrugs is fine. It seems like this new architect can show his worth to his people by dealing with it himself.
Gavir has said he will aid us how he can, but of course I'm not sure how much that actually covers anymore.
Have you tried to contact a new architect?
Personally, I have not. I have not had an opportunity to.
Looks over. What was the nature of Gavir's request more precisely?
Deal with it, for he could not.
Anakin snorts. I can deal with it. Deal with the entire damn city.
So, Grand Master Lord GM looking up at the sky right now. What do we know about, by the way, Nakar the Mediator?
You would know that you've met him before.
Is that son of a bitch?
Ah, fuck.
As he was the wielder whose territory you needed to get the tree.
That guy. Okay, so
Yeah.
He's the architect?
Yes.
He is not Gavir's brother. He is his father's brother. He is his uncle.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
I was
uncle taking over the child king. That's classic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was close at least.
Graham doesn't mind that guy so much. Actually, given that who could be architect? I mean, yeah, he's in the clutches of a bad guy, but it could be worse. Could be some paper guy who loves papers and bureaucracy.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
recognize.
every architect ever.
Well, this was less so.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the name, so I thought I would ask the Lord Master GM, who is our current, what about this no architect? So, okay, interesting.
Maybe you could know a little bit more if you rolled me your dice and got a hit.
Sure, I will just roll all my dice.
I think you might have.
That's an Architect 6. All right. Talia would know that generally the succession in Grand Castle is incredibly easy, in that it is the chosen of the architect, whoever that might be, usually one of his many, many sons, who is the undisputed ruler, and everyone else sort of just accepts that because that's how it's meant to be, so that's how it will be. In the case, I almost said rare case, but it really has never happened before, that Grand Castle itself, as in the people of Grand Castle, are sort of not okay with their ruler. It's basically whoever was closest to the previous architect who gets to take over. Usually that means that person, usually that would mean that person just makes sure that everything is running smoothly until things are sort of figured out again, but that has never happened, so nobody's really sure what's going to happen next. Chances are he's just going to stay the architect and do his best, or just make someone else the architect.
I think the former will happen.
Yeah. All right, that seems less concerned. It's not like some bumbling idiot. Just take it out.
I don't think he's a fool.
No, and he seemed to have some ideas of how to run things decently.
Yes, I think he will suffice.
Should we send him like a message? It's like, hey, we are not your enemy. We're not going to come beat you up. Just like a courtesy sort of.
Hey, how you doing? We're the Sterling Compact.
Yeah, really, you're far below our interest level, so just know that we don't really care.
We're the Doomslayers, and we killed that fucker, so guess what we can do to you? Anyway.
Are we invited to the housewarming party?
Also, everyone please add into your title, Doomslayers. That's a new title you have.
Alright, Doomslayer, the King of Radiant Spire.
Graham needs no titles. His titles are his name. He is Graham.
Graham is now a title.
All. Maybe when he dies, there will be a new Graham take over.
yeah, right. That's implying Graham ever dies.
That's true. Doesn't really know how that works. I breathe, but does that mean I age?
Probably not, is my guess.
Question.
I feel you have an immortality of protecting this place.
As long as the land lives, I will. But if it dies, then I die with it.
Well, I suppose that
if it is corrupted, then I will be corrupted with it.
Well, I suppose that's a way for Graham to get out.
I no longer wish to live. I will destroy the world.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to that power level eventually. Give it enough centuries, you'll get up there. Anrican, open the portal. Just rips a hole through all of the universes at once.
Certainly could.
Destroys the entire continent with one swipe.
It's probably going to end like that, honestly.
Graham's released.
The way it's currently going.
Yeah.
This is all going to be like a fuck it moment at the end.
I'm certainly nearing the fuck it moment.
You've been nearing the fuck it moment since we were on that island and you found out about that ability.
I'm just saying that I'm fed up
pressing the
with
red
these.
button is so much more tempting when you have one.
Yeah, certainly true.
Yeah.
Press the button. Press the button.
It seems like to none of these people, nuclear peace doesn't work.
That is the idiots.
Like, well, then come kill me. You're like, well,
all right,
I could, but that's not really the point here.
And then they keep taunting you, and you're like, all right, then. If you wish this to end, I will fucking end it.
If you really want to die, then I mean.
At this point, they're all basically North Korea. I think they're enemies. The enemy's probably a bit more dangerous than North Korea. I don't know.
Well, the enemy right now is dominated by some idiot, so you know.
Yeah.
Not idiot, probably is not the right word. Some maniac. I think that's a better word for it.
Lunatic. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy person.
Fucking nut
Proven
job.
crazy person. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I guess that clears our schedule to go to respite.
Yeah.
Seems like we're in agreement that that Matrix is an asshole, but that we really don't have a way to get him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia's close because technically she can scry on someone she has met in the last year if she reaches level 9 spells. But
Just gotta get you there before.
yeah, she has to get me. She has to get me.
Trained Halldamir.
I mean, honestly, like I'm all for taking a Matrix, but I have no way of getting to him. There's nothing I can do. I feel that would track him down. Like if we're beyond going to a tavern to look for rumors. You know, that's not how this works anymore.
Yeah.
We just show up and take the room.
The point is,
Well, if we don't know where he is, if we go someplace, he's not gonna be there when we arrive.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. The point is, I need an incremental advance before I even get level 9 spells. So you know.
Respite is no hurry. If the Grand Castle problem is more acute, then we can handle that first.
well, given that he's a puppet of Matrix, I don't think we're going to be welcome. At least, let's say this, at least the Blue Dragons do not seem to be under his influence. He might very well have arranged the whole thing about getting them there in the first place, but it doesn't seem like they're in his influence.
The Blue Dragons they're harboring a lot of the Doomsayers. That's what everything is pointing towards.
So
that the Tieflings and the envoys of the Burning Legion, as we call them, it is definitely located in and around Respite.
Yeah, their people are gonna. I mean, they're looking for allies. That's what they're doing because they feel weak, and they are weak.
Yeah,
and they want something to boost them up, and that's a conveniently bigger thing.
Yeah.
That they think, well, you know, we'll just ally with them. The others will take care of that at some point. But
yeah, Respite is certainly, as far as all Talia's information has gone, definitely said yes to the messenger going there of some kind, as far as we're aware. Which is.
Well, you know, so yeah, I mean, I'm really fine with going anywhere at this point. It seems like there's no real urgency anywhere.
Also, apparently, the messenger who went to Crimson Peak met a tremendous fate of being, or a tremendously gruesome fate.
Right, that at least tells us that Matrix is not super into them.
Yeah, because
maybe we should just sit back and let him deal with it. You know, he's so fucking good at all this stuff.
Yeah, messenger arrived in May of the major cities, bringing threats of terrible death, but offering a relatively pleasant continued existence if he surrendered. Respite agreed of some kind. Crimson Peak ate their messenger, basically. So,
yeah, going to Respite might be good just to see what happened there.
Might not be worth. Have we ever been? Has a group ever been that far?
No, we've never been to Respite.
Okay.
So we don't really know what it would look like before. Well, my character has been. Graham has been to Respite before, long time ago.
Where is our resident elf when we need them?
Today is the day. Oh wait, we can't even teleport there.
Nope.
We can teleport to the Feywild.
Like 2 months.
No,
we can teleport closer.
It's time to fly, or take a boat.
That's true. We can fly. We're also going in an expedition to the far north, but I seem like that whole plot
we got to do the whole training
montage when
montage.
all these dudes just begin fucking popping out into the world.
We're going to do the whole training montage as well, which takes like 3 months if I remember right.
We could just go do that, I suppose. Would certainly let us sort of give the enemy the opportunity to do something.
Then again, I don't like the idea of what we've heard is existing over in Respite and leaving that for 3 months.
Yeah,
the egg thing. I mean, if we go deal with that,
Anrican will tell you
it's somewhat time sensitive.
Anrican will tell you that for now it is inert and sleeping, but it is of tremendous power, and it needs to be contained and taken care of.
We use it.
Let's do it. All right.
Could you? You said you needed power. Is it a?
Wait.
Is this Manaka asking or is this Graham asking? That's a big question.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a big question.
This is the look Graham gives Anrican.
Then Anrican gives a look back that says that has that certain glow and slight smile on his face.
Yeah, because Graham basically gives him a maybe it's a little hard to tell. That's why he didn't get the first time. Graham gave him a look, but is there more to this look?
Mm-hmm.
We've done this before. We're good at
There
talking
are.
about.
I will say this, that we have problems, and I am thinking this is a solution to some of those problems.
Mhm.
Graham can see the time-sensitive nature of this thing would probably warrant us that we should go there and deal with it at once.
Then let's.
Yeah, and as far as Talia's aware, it seems like something that could go off at any time, as far as she can see. So
Very dangerous. Now, let's go deal with it. I'm sure Enric, he's a great mage. He can probably find a solution for this problem.
Oh yes, he has thought on solutions to this problem.
All right.
the light mage looks over at the ball of shadow in the far side of the room.
Let us go.
You're not a great flyer, gotta be honest here.
I'm just saying,
Not a
it's
great
also to make things terribly awkward when we walk down a hallway side by side. Half the hallway is just pitch black, the other half is glowing.
Yeah. Well, neither of us are fantastic flyers, but
Can't really ride anyone either anymore. So,
no,
but I guess flying is still faster than walking in most circumstances.
it is in
It's
fact.
I do
faster
have
than
to
walking.
sleep now. But
Yeah, flying is faster than walking, although
Slower than
most
sailing.
Tenemem, Cloud Dragons excluded, can't fly for a long amount of time at a time. So generally, using a boat would be the fastest way.
yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah. I mean, I
Oh.
imagine there are tons of boats going from Grimskill to Respite too.
Well,
It's like if you're going to go for Respite, that's where you're sailing most likely. I don't think there's a lot of southern around sailing, since you basically get to New Star and then all the way to Broyleton to get anywhere, which is really far.
yeah.
Yeah, something that seems odd to me is actually my first level 9 spy I might pick up. Oddly, it might end up being my utility slot to be level 9.
Huh.
Because the thing is, it gives me a lot of things. Like, also, I get message spell to the entire opposite side of the continent.
Nice.
Like, that's
Alright.
pretty good.
Let's grab a boat.
We're on a boat.
I'm sure you have some around here, right? Radiant Spire,
Yeah, there's
Dragon
probably
Barge,
some. Right?
the Royal Dragon Barge.
The Radiant Barge.
Mm.
Everything's the Radiant.
Well, it's like America. They have like the like Air Force One and Sea Force One and stuff. You have like the Radiant,
Radiant
The
One.
Radiant.
the Radiant
Dom.
Carriage, Radiant Palanquin.
Radiant Palanquin.
Imagine the size of that palanquin.
Yeah, there's like a,
Oh.
200 people
gazebo.
carrying it. Like one of them has a drum. It's like dom dom.
Yeah. Just to set the pace for the people walking.
Hey.
It's like Xerxes in 300.
Yeah, exactly.
But much
The
bigger.
giant golden thing with dragon on there.
I am a generous god.
All right, boat time.
His voice as what was it, thunder and honey.
Yeah, the river coming from the Glittering Peaks, while it does traverse over quite some elevation going down towards the ocean, in order to build the Radiant Spire in the first place, Gavir pretty much had boat elevators installed at intervals.
That's
so,
right.
since they are, while no longer needed, still very useful, they certainly allow you to travel down the river and then around half the island towards either Grimskull or Respite, wherever you want to go.
We might as well just go straight out to
Respite.
Respite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grimskill seems to be in the control of the enemy here, so let's just go to Respite.
Yeah.
Before we head off for that ship, Anarkin will write a letter, and he will make a copy of the I was gonna say the Jack's letter to Graham, detailing the treachery and the skullduggery surrounding the everything that's basically going on. He will make a copy of it and then add his own words, like basically 2 letters, the copy and his own, and he will send that to Gavir in Crimson Peak, and he will also send a copy of it to Sargath in Crimson Peak, urging them to be vigilant and urging Sargath in particular to take that fucking armor off.
Maybe send one to the artist as well, actually.
Yeah, inform the artist
Good
as
idea.
well. That spread this letter so that the people that are allied with us understand what the fuck is going on and can hopefully
I
act
just say
on
it. It seems like a pretty good idea. We should probably do that to the Jarl and the Oracle as well.
Yeah.
Just like tell them, hey,
that basically
fucker.
Matrix / the Jack has gone rogue and it's just insane.
I think if the Jarl gets into a lot of shit with this whole Jack thing going off, we might need to intervene there. Because we can't really lose that entire northern area, right?
No, but I don't think we'll lose them just because a different Jarl rises up, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be the Jack. That's the thing. It's between the Jack and the Jarl. That's
But
what's
how could he do
happening at the
that?
moment.
You'll have to have a puppet. To become Jarl, you have to beat the other Jarl.
Well, that's the thing. Some of the majority of the people seem to be turning to the Jack as their leader now, not
so like
to become
they're
the new
abandoning
Jarl.
their old ways.
Yeah. So if
I'm sure the lands formerly known as the Jarl's lands could be simply become an expansion of the Pale Gardens of Sterling Hold. If
Yes.
that was the case.
That is
That's what I
certainly
mean,
within my
is-
purview.
that I want to keep it within our territory, not Jack.
I
The
also
Jack,
I
yeah?
also think it is a fairly good idea to also go to Crimson Peak fairly soon as well to just slap some sense into the enemy again. But I'm also getting
like for the
bored.
fourth time?
I'm also getting bored fighting the enemy. This would be the fourth time, yes. And at some point it's just like ugh.
We're gonna kill him if he carries on like this. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like at some
Just make
point
him into
Tired.
a zombie dragon.
at some point again, I'm getting fed up. I like him. I like him quite a lot, but if he just keeps being the most stupid thing alive,
He's
and
stupid.
falling for every goddamn
so
ploy,
easy. So
falling
easy.
for everything.
Except
He's like,
for ours. as it turns
yeah, it's like when we talk to him, he's like, I don't believe a word, and then like as soon as like sneaky advisor talks to him, he's like, yes, that makes a lot of sense actually. I should
I'll
put on.
the
Yeah, so
control
I should put on
But my archbishop?
Yes.
Oh, he doesn't need to see
I,
it.
I should put on this slave crown that you have crafted for me. Yes, that seems perfectly logical.
There's gems in it. I mean, why would the Black Dragon lie about that?
Exactly. But yeah, letters to Gavir, letters to Bikar, letters to Sargath
Oracle,
himself.
What about the Wilderhead?
I don't.
Fuck him.
The Wilderhead is not on my contact list.
Because you know what?
I don't fucking care.
If Matrix takes over the Wilderhead, then let's go beat him up. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to fight a lot of Wilders to do so, but that's nothing new.
But yeah, artist, Gavir, and the enemy.
Okay.
I'll send one to the Oracle. I'm friends with the Oracle now, and the Jarl. Those are
nice.
my positive.
I will also co-sign the one for the Oracle because I have a bit of reputation.
We could send one to the Architect, but he probably already knows that he's a puppet. Right?
Yeah. After that's been
Excuse me,
completed,
sir. Did you know you're a puppet?
then I suppose Anarkin would look at you. We're taking a boat. Right? He would say, "I will meet you down at the docks, I suppose," and then he will walk out. You know, behind the basically out the doors, and you will see him do like a sign or like a whistling, and you hear a sort of shriek, and possibly those who have sensitive noses probably a smell of just absolute rottenness wafting towards you over the wind, and then you hear like the sound of like old sinew or like flesh bending as a horrifying monstrosity lands on the balcony. I'm gonna put down the token and size it up.
Oh, cute.
Of something that can only be called a winged nightmare lands in front of him. He saddles up. It spreads its large leathery bat-like wings, and then with a shriek dives down and towards the harbor.
Why not?
Indeed. The limits of being alive. I can fly forever.
Yeah. Leave as well. We'll have plenty of time on a boat.
Boat. Here and door.
All right. A boat ride
him
to
in both
respite.
We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, as you first of all leave the your meeting room in the Radiant Spire, you will see that the city is actually fairly populated, with a lot of people having sort of migrated closer to where you're having the discussion, presumably because they have no idea what's actually going on. A lot of them look like they have like cobbled together equipment and are like armed and really want to do something, but aren't really quite sure what. So they look towards you as you leave.
Wait, who are these people?
The people who have decided to settle down in the Radiant Spire. Most of them sort of the adventurer type,
Good.
who have heard Hirondor's call for action, but are sort of not seeing any action.
Oh, you will eventually.
Tell them to train. Give them some sort of order.
Well, I'm working on a guard captain, to really whip them into shape. I need someone like properly experienced in the job role. They need at least 10 years experience, 3 qualifications preferably.
Well, it's just, I know that when you leave adventurers with nothing to do, shit happens.
Oh yeah, no, that's it's being dealt with. I'm working on things, don't worry.
I would just set up something like a Pathfinder Society or something, be like Adventurers Guild, and then people can like petition them
the
and
big
hire
mission
them.
here is to get rid of all these demon worshippers.
Exactly.
Send them out to get information.
Exactly. Be like,
Yeah, but I need to hire them for that sort of thing.
No, the city does. The
You will
city,
hire them.
the city
Yeah,
has
but the
put
city
out a
doesn't
call.
have much income.
Hirondo is the city.
Can we take
Give
out a
you
loan?
leaving
I
you with no
am
money. What
the
kind of
Come on.
cheapskate is that?
Surely there's like a bureaucracy that's like taxes stuff in the city, right?
There is taxes, but there's not enough people. There's no shops for there to
Okay, I
be
will pay
stuff
1,000 gold to hire a whole fucking bunch of adventurers and send them to do shit. Like, give us information about Matrix. Give us information about this enemy death thing that's coming in. Like, that's what I want.
Hell, you know what
If
we
they're
will do?
true, real adventuring parties, then I can trust
You
that
know
they will
what
actually
we will
do
do?
shit.
You know what we will
PCs,
do?
that's what
We will
we
go.
need.
We will go to Grand Castle and be like, "Hello, Bank of Grand Castle. Let's take a loan, 100,000 gold pieces," and then just push it into the bureaucracy of the Radiant Spires. Here you go. Sort shit out, you stupid.
Won't they just declare war at that point?
Yeah, I don't think
We go
they'll
and
give
forcibly
us.
take a loan?
Yeah,
No,
I don't think they'll give us
not
a lot of
forcibly.
money, honestly.
What? The Grand Castle? They're
think he'd be like,
allies.
Sorry, we're out.
It's not allies anymore, really. They're borderline
up.
friends. It's not Gavir. Remember?
Borderline friends.
Gavir didn't even.
I mean,
Gavir built it. He won't
sure,
give it a loan, even if he
Sure,
wasn't down.
I guess I'm just a bit frustrated that we supposedly have an entire city, but not a gold coin to hire adventurers.
We have, but I need the money
Hiring
for other
adventurers,
things.
hiring like a couple of adventurers is not a big deal. You could even just set out a bounty for them, and then those that actually do something get paid eventually.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's a better idea. We
That's
make
what I
a
mean.
quest.
It's as I said, Adventurers Guild. Put down Adventurers Guild. Be like, we are looking for these shady people of horrible demon connections. Demonic cults are on the rise. You brave adventurers, bring me 10 heads of, give me 10 tiefling tails, and
The one who catches Matrix will become marry the princess, something like that. Half the kingdom, whatever.
yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah,
if
alright,
you can actually
sure.
do that, that'd be great.
Randall will get Warwick to allow 800 gold towards that sort of cause.
800
'cause-
gold bounty and information and progress in saving the world from the horrible.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be 800 in a grand sum.
Well,
I
you
think
dole it out, right?
Yeah, it's going to be 800 in little quests going along, or like you pay for the information that you gather and stuff like
I
that.
still, it's odd that we would have to personally finance something like that.
It's
But it seems
I'm-
like we have a
I'm-
completely, like New York City does not rely on its mayor to pay for like
Yeah,
the
but
cops.
I never said that you have to pay these guys. They just need something to do. The city, while it really is not big, it is mostly still hollow buildings that are completed but still need to have a purpose given to them,
Yeah.
there's still enough to dole out some money for some like first level adventurers. That's not a problem. Your money is your pocket money. As long as you
Okay.
as long as you don't want any grand projects or million gold pieces worth of bounty, the city can probably pay that.
All right. Sure. Then let's set that up.
Because I
There's
know
some
one
people
thing:
that
if you're
deal
a
with
lord
that.
of a city, and like adventurers come to town, something's gonna go down.
Yeah. You
And
give-
if they are all PCs, we have like 1,000 PCs gathered here. Just split them up. Send them to every fucking town in the world, and
give
just
them-
make them do PC stuff.
You give them something to do. They're like, we are adventurers, and you're like, excellent. I have a list of things that I am too busy to handle myself.
Yeah, too high level, too important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to a meeting with the enemy. While I'm doing that, you can clean up the rats.
Because there's
Rats
one
in the
thing that
cellar.
PCs and adventurers don't like, and that is working with
It's like-
sneaky black dragons who lie all the time.
It's like
Matrix can never hire them because, well, nobody would trust them. And if he does, then they will inevitably grow strong through his betrayal and come back and beat him up. We know how PCs work.
All right, that's fine. Well, that can get started with while we are away.
I'm used to the idea of an army of player characters, though. Just low-level ones. Just all
Yeah.
having these fucking weird
Just-
quirks
yeah,
and being like,
we
having
are.
these insane, like, oh, there's the guy who dual-wields spike chains.
Yeah.
And,
The guy with two shields.
two
is fucking-
lances riding a dog. And,
There's a dude.
like the guy with a pterodactyl mount.
Yeah.
And,
All
like
right.
the shark summoner and the
Yeah.
beemancer. And,
Yeah. The
the
Biomancer.
fighter.
Mr.
All
Snuffles.
these
Mr.
all
Snuffles
these
killed that black
weird,
dragon.
Exactly.
things going on, just like clerics of 100 different gods, and all bent on the loot of
yeah,
this
loot-
cult and
loot and
this
glory.
dark. Dark
It is
Lord, I
enough.
mean-
It is enough to pay the bartender like a $5 to be like, all right,
Mhm.
when you see adventurers, tell them a story about a dark cult that has vast riches and evil intent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
these
if
adventurers
only
will
some
just
local heroes.
Yes,
I hear that
exactly.
the local ranger has been lost in the
Yes,
mines where
exactly.
the cult might be.
A strange
Then
noise has
fucking-
been heard from the sewers at night. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Back on
That's the
track,
shit.
maybe.
It's a quest hub town now.
done.
There's an exclamation mark above the city.
Exactly.
We'll,
That's how
we'll
much
put
of a
that
stuff
in
this
some
is.
quarter over.
The adventurers' quarter. Oh, that has to
Adventurers.
have that. That's cool.
Mhm.
It's like just the crazy place,
It's really the crazy place.
full of all this like PC crafters and
There's-
just the
There's
weirdest,
so
strangest
many
things.
guards there. So all
the-
the guards.
No guards,
All
none
the
at
guards.
all, really.
No, all
Like,
the guards.
You're just asking for problems. if
There
there's
has to
guards
be
in there.
order. All right.
They will be killed, all
There
of them.
needs to be order.
Where PCs go, death follows.
Yeah, but instead of just some stupid king involved, there's gonna be, the giant platinum dragon that can eat them.
No, but PCs don't. Like they don't care. They will fight you, and then will flee into the sewers and join the thieves guild and lead a rebellion or some shit. Like
It's
you need one thing about adventurers: they persevere, and the best thing you can do is give them somewhat free reins at a place where they can sort of.
make them feel welcome and appreciated, and they will hang around and help you.
All right. Shall we get a respite?
Sure.
You take your boat.
Look at that winged knight. Maybe go. I
It,
don't quite want such thing.
It seems to be
Engineers are
forged of parts of many different things. Like some bones of dragons, like bat wings or
Ah,
something, maybe
what?
from a huge creature or a rock, perhaps. It's just a weird amalgamation, and then it's like just fueled and animated.
Just mouths on its neck.
Um,
Could feed it some flesh through the
it
neck.
might be a little bit of mouths. There was a limit to how much neck skin I could find, so I had to use,
Okay. Yeah.
you know.
Substitute a load of lips. There's plenty of those laying about.
Some extra teeth, you know. So we take we take took what I could find basically.
Sure.
But it is quick and it is tireless, and I am too. So technically, Basically, I needed a way to travel that was not me walking around or teleporting around, and this is the answer to it.
All right. Very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Now
We
we
need
get
to
like a dragon version. That's
So
We
you
need
get
to get
again a flying
Talia.
palanquin, so you can sit and like yes.
We need to get
there might
Talia
be a
like a
dragon, but this
Pegasus or
whole
something.
flying thing is actually pretty hard, as it turns out. Takes like 3 feats to do. So I have other things that.
And so you take the boat, going around the northern edge of the island. The boat will do a quick stop in Grimskull, mostly to resupply, couple hours at max. And then sort of zigzagging through the floating remains of the shattered shore to save some time, down south. The captain of your little boat will, however, warn you that he has inquired about the state and respite in Grimskull, and while they didn't know much, they have heard rumors about just it being pretty bad. And the captain is not sure if that's going to be a problem or not, although he suspects it will be. On the other hand, you are you, and you look pretty impressive, so he's confident that you know what you're doing.
We'll throw down. We'll be.
Does he
we'll,
not know
we'll
who the
expect
fuck
the
we are?
apocalypse, basically. That's what that's what's there. It's post-apocalyptic, no law.
Like, are they gonna bring down the whirlwind the first thing they do? Like,
Yeah.
just try to. You can't park here. And then
We're
that
gonna
like,
go there and be like, take us to your masters.
and then like
something
that harbor attendant's gonna get eaten, and then we just eat our way up, really.
Just gonna be so gruesome.
The captain of the ship does stick pretty close to the coast. She explains that in the deeper waters, well, there's troubles lurking there that are not worth the time you would save by going out there. So he figures he'll do the safer thing and stay in these more shallow waters, which does give you an opportunity to, as you're sort of coming down here, let me actually put you on the world map, as you're coming down here, to get a good look at the jewel sands, something that I don't think you've ever really gotten in the campaign so far. At this time of day, approximately noon, the name is very fitting. It is pure sand, as far as the eye can see, with the occasional hint of maybe a tree sticking out the horizon somewhere. Reflecting the light in a way that really makes it look as if it was just entirely glass, with many different dunes reflecting the light in different ways, occasionally producing sort of like a rainbow effect from the distance. Quite pretty and quite empty. And as you travel down here for another couple hours, a day perhaps, as you are about here, coming around this bend, you see at the coast, on a bit of a rocky cliff, 3 rather large red shapes, of most definitely relatively large tandem. They don't seem to have noticed you quite yet, as they're sort of squabbling between each other, sort of almost playfully biting at each other. But the captain does look at them worriedly, as he sort of looks to you what you might suggest, because red tandem are always trouble in his mind.
Does Anrikin recognize any of these red tandem?
You could give me a perception check.
I suppose.
You could also roll me your relationship dice.
Sure.
Well, that's a 5.
It's a lot of enemy dice.
Yes, he is my closest ally.
Not much of an ally right now, gotta say.
He likes me.
He's a bit broken.
I'm one of the few creatures he has a positive relationship to.
He's one of the few who've conflicted with me.
Yeah. A good relation with the enemy never means a peaceful relation with the enemy. It just means that he has better intentions when he fights you. It usually doesn't just kill you for giggles. Can you roll me a perception check? D20 plus
yes.
level plus wisdom. Well, from this distance, Anakin wouldn't recognize any of them. With his knowledge about what goes on in Crimson Peak, he would know that the next enemy is generally chosen by the enemy. Usually it is his oldest son, but often there are situations, often caused by the enemy, that allows his less older sons to prove themselves in combat. That means they will look for the strongest thing that they can think they can fight, usually in company with their brothers or sisters in some cases even, to have some witnesses and then just see how the fight goes. Pretty much, trial by combat.
Well, if they are stupid enough to go for us.
He must have a lot of
Yeah.
children.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does.
Keep this up.
If he really wants to do that, if these guys really want to do that, I'm sure we can just crush
Like
them.
3 of them are like, oh, come on. That's not
yeah.
like it's not even.
I'm not worried.
No.
Just carry on, Captain.
Yeah, carry on.
Who gives a shit?
I'm
And
just casually reading a book as I say.
yes, he just casually come
Yeah.
like roar, like snaps fingers, like oh, just die off,
I'm like, oh!
just freeze over and sink into the ocean.
Yeah.
Section 2114, and the god said die.
And lo, the god said,
For those who challenge me will have a painful and quick end. And so it was.
Yeah, and so it was
So
that
it was.
in came a rider on a pale horse, and his name was Death.
Well, generally, being the strongest and the smartest are mutually exclusive for Red Hellenum, meaning that they will eventually notice you. And while they might hesitate at first, they sort of goad each other into attacking first.
Nice.
As they will certainly attack your boat as it swims past.
Yeah,
Can I
did not make-
talk to these idiots before they do that? Be
Uh,
like,
you-
go to the forefront of the boat and be like, hey, listen.
Uh,
Or are they,
they-
just
they-
so?
They are certainly coming on very quickly, although they will be in voice range before they are in flame breath range.
All right, then Anakin would talk to them and basically tell them to stop before you do something that you will regret quite dearly, and and present himself as Anakin Solace, known as the Traveler and friend of their father Sargath. And if they just dare to lay a goddamn finger on him or this boat, they will not live to tell the tale of it.
Outnumbered and outgunned.
Yes. Anakin is well known in Crimson Peak. And even though he has not met these Tenenim personally, he's fairly confident that they would know who he is.
Give me a intimidate check.
Sure. Let me just check my stats here. Would I get a bonus on this because of my standing in Crimson Peak, perhaps?
I think that's fair. You can take a +2.
Alright. I'll take it. Let me check my sheet.
You fools dare dance with the dead.
I mean, at some point.
Which I've seen
If
Anakin
nothing
high
else,
level
they'll
stuff.
become parts.
22.
It seems to Enrican that after saying that he is a friend of Sargath's, that just makes them even more eager to attack.
Alright.
Well,
Then they die.
let them come.
As we'll go into initiative.
Ah!
haven't had a combat in a while. This should be an easy one, right?
Well, let's see what I can do again.
You think sitting on your wooden boat?
Oh, being like
Yeah.
a month ago or whatnot.
Just don't burn the boat.
Anything to do
That's
with
all
this
I
character.
ask. Don't burn the boat.
Oh, I will burn things. But,
Yeah, burn them, not the boat. Yeah.
I don't think I'll burn them. I don't think that's effective here.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Knowing what I know.
See, can you see NPCs? Yeah. Where's my escalation die?
I don't know.
It's gone. We'll use you. Hello, ghostly Emelisynth.
Escalation and Millicent.
Escalation.
We had escalation tentacle before. I like that. I like the
Yeah, that's
escalation
true.
tentacle.
I don't have the tentacle on this map though.
Oh, no.
Seriously, this combat is escalating quickly.
I can have a escalation hammer if you want.
So I feel like you should sort this initiative again, by the way.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes.
there we go.
Right.
That 20 and 16 is not better than it.
I don't see any tokens for them.
There's no one here.
No, they are not in range yet. They would be beyond far away, so pretty much like 3 squares away.
So buff round.
Okay, where are they coming from?
From
Exactly.
the east.
From the east. Okay.
I mean, if they're
Thing
going to be a
is-
threat, we might want to use stuff, but I don't know if they will be at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I can only really
Oh,
fly
swords
for
of the dragon.
around, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I can only fly for around, can't I? Shit.
Yeah, 10 of them generally really bad at fighting while flying. It's
Yeah.
likely that these guys are going to try landing as well.
And this boat is sinking.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but okay. I can delay in this system, right?
Sure.
Alright, I'll delay until after son of the enemy no number.
Okay.
Let's get
Grand.
right.
Yeah, I mean, what do I even do anymore? What's the thing I got?
I have no idea what you do.
Yeah,
these
that's the
days.
thing, right? It's
I
you have to
don't-
You're like
remember.
what, a druid ranger?
Can I
Hello?
prepare? Well, I mean, there's some distance problem here then. Nearby or far away? I mean, I don't know how dangerous these things are.
Are they mooks?
But let's try to
ship?
low ride it for a while.
They are not mooks. They are also, all 3 of them are smaller than Hirundo and Graham.
How
I'll,
much smaller?
I'll,
Wings Nightmare smaller?
No,
Okay.
bigger than that. Pretty much beaker sized.
Because
3 beaker. I don't know how much to do here, but I should probably be in like a square. I'll be this way over here. I'll prepare a spell casting upon someone coming close or like within far range, basically.
Within far away, okay.
You know, that's like these sort of areas. He'll prepare to cast a shivering wind upon them.
Okay. Enrican.
Well, they are far away, so he can't do too much either. He could summon a wraith, I suppose, but I don't know if it is necessarily needed at the moment.
I think the wraith would be decent just to keep you safe if nothing else.
I
Oh.
feel
We
somewhat
don't, have,
safe.
we don't have 2 melee people, and there are 3 of them. So
I mean,
I plan on tying at least one of them up. I hope to.
I kind of plan to do one too. But,
Yeah.
Can't do
So
more than one.
the Winged Nightmare will probably run
yeah,
away.
he is. No, don't take my skeleton. I'm
No?
working, I'm
You do
working on the skeleton.
Okay.
It is.
I mean, if I can get both, if I can get 2 in my reach, then I will. Because I do like tanking. That's like my job.
It's like your job. Well, in that case, sure. Let me summon a wraith. We might as well. 2 wraiths even. Bonus.
2.
Oh my god!
Bonus Wraith, the best Wraith.
Best wraith.
How they can die to give us rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Remember, that's a thing. That's the thing.
Where are they coming from,
Remember
Chip?
to die.
They are coming from the east.
The east. Alright. Well, in that case, I will spread the wraiths out in front of us. Like so. Oops. Not jump overboard. Yeah.
All right, it's time for the first one to arrive then, as he'll pop up here,
Oh, get hit.
and Graham gets his turn.
Right. Well, I will I'll attack him with a shivering wind as Graham lets out a long, deep breath and raises a claw. Like icy winds come from high above the clouds, blowing down upon this creature. Let's see if it even hits him, though. Still never as cool when it doesn't hit, you know? I have a 13 bonus with spells. 22 versus physical defense.
22, no, that does not hit.
Alright, well, then he just takes my level. It's 9. Cold damage.
So he'll take cold damage. It does seem like the cold
Bothers him.
bothers him, but
I hope.
this grazing hit does not do it nearly as much. As he will come into range and breathe on those wraiths, on both of them, in fact. A massive gout that doesn't quite reach Enrican, but might throw some hot air his way. This will be against the northern wraith and the southern wraith.
Northern wraith certainly gets hit, and the southern one gets 2.
Is it half damage, though, on one of them? Can't see the roll. They get that, like, ghostly, you know?
It is
they
and the 3.
actually should be upgraded. These are level 7 wraiths.
Oh, the greater wraiths.
They're greater wraiths now.
It's a totally
but that
different
is
thing.
still a still a hit on both of them. Ghostly, yes.
Well, that would make the second one miss, right? Greater Wraith has 22 PD.
Has it? It
22,
has
that's-
16.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
white I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You're right.
16 will still be a hit, yeah.
He still resists it anyway.
Half
Yes.
damage, though.
Half damage.
They can't die until I have my turn, at very least. I need the domain to pop
No,
up
none
first.
of them die from this. The one gets heavily damaged, and the other one is fairly fine.
That's
Well,
fine. I'm
the
just
first
making sure.
roll was a 16, so
Yes.
that should beat the resistance.
Greater,
Yes,
greater
but
one
he's
has
but he
47.
still
Oh, they
survives.
have more hit points. Okay.
Yeah, Greater Wraiths are better in every way, basically. Do the same thing, but better.
And then
That's why
as
they're
his
I'm up
move action, he'll continue flying towards here.
Yeah, he will be intercepted if they can.
Well, he's not trying to engage anything else, so they can't really intercept.
As Talia does give a short prayer to the heavens, to Eritone, the god of wisdom, to grant her the domain of law, which will trigger on part if we ever get round to the 5th escalation dice.
Reminds me of having like a terrain stunt I have to roll for, don't I?
But still, that was kind of a quick action, and then well, I suppose I'm going to blast a dragon. As I'm going to go ahead and take a spell. Which do I have a correct spell for that? I don't. Okay, we'll do it this way. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and roll this like that. Because I'm going to be casting my 7th level acid arrow on it.
Okay.
Because I have
Level
that prepared.
7 acid arrow, my god.
I have that prepared right now. So, wow, that was a 19.
That is definitely a miss, whatever the targets.
Because I rolled a 3. It targets a PD. But
Miss, yeah.
yep. However, due to the function of acid arrow, he still gets something, which is he takes 25 ongoing acid damage, and I recharge the spell on my next quick rest.
That's That's the good thing about acid air.
Yep, you
If you
recharge
miss,
it.
you still get it back.
You get it back. Yep.
Okay.
Which actually encouraged me to use it on the first round where I don't have escalation
Oh
dice.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's better than most at wills.
Another one of these will pop up. He's not too bothered about those wraiths, but he would really prove himself if he beat up that large gold dragon over there. So move action to go here. He would use his breath, except against the gold dragon. That's probably a bad idea. So he'll just land and engage.
With room for him, gentle dragon.
the boat shaking a bit. This one looks as if he had a little bit of a thicker hide than the other dragon in range so far. Hirando.
Okay. Pick a dragon. Just need to remind myself if that is a thing. Yes, it is. All right, cool. As my standard action, I am going to pop my domain, and as my quick action, I'm going to breathe cold breath on number 1. And wow, is that like a... Yeah.
That's the Hirandor we know.
That's a 1.
That's
almost
not great.
A 1.
Wow.
Oh, Halldamir.
Yeah.
you and your rolls are
My
something.
rolls are terrible
In this
recently.
game specifically, it's something.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'll just cry in my corner.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. The last guy will pop up over here. He's not too interested in these wraiths. So he'll move here and breathe at all of this, including the ship itself.
Maybe we should not have that happen.
And the crew's gone.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, the crew has sort of run under the ship. Below ship.
Actually, he's not going to go ahead and burn our ship.
Is he not?
No. Oh, apparently I rolled a 2. Probably he did, actually.
Yeah, he's still breathing. He doesn't care.
All right.
And my magic failed for the first time ever.
Yeah.
It's also, I'm pretty sure, not magic what these guys are doing.
Ah, really not?
So,
But I guess then you wouldn't have used it.
I guess I haven't then. That's true.
Yeah, you can still keep it. Well, starting with Talia here.
Fire! Oh,
19. Enrican and Hirando.
How does it get Anrican? Oh, yeah, he's in the same square.
Barely.
Yes.
Never mind. Wow,
doesn't
yeah,
need to
that
be a
certainly
group.
hits me.
Boost recently. Look at those defenses.
Oh, actually, it doesn't need to be in a group. It's just 2d3 enemies. So he can even hit the 2 wraiths south of him. They're nearby as well. Just spewing fire everywhere. He will target one of the wraiths and use the last hit to also burn the boat a bit. So he'll hit the topmost wraith. 22, which I think hits.
That destroys it.
And if this isn't a 1, the boat gets burned. That is almost a 1. But there's a little bit of fire on the boat. I put a fire here.
Now it becomes fun.
Wait, okay, so my domain pops. I think I'll take a reroll. Who else wants a reroll?
Yes, please.
I mean, I like rerolls, but Enrican does more damage, I think. So.
Yeah, and Anrican can have a reroll.
And then we get to move on to Ghostly Amorous.
Technically, when all the sailors die in the fire, you get rerolls, right?
It's only
like
one.
100 sailors in this boat. Over 50 are dead now.
I wish.
You wish they were dead? How could you?
We just strap rats to Hirandor.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Allied
God.
rats. and just smack them
I
on,
love
getting all the
every one
rerolls.
of them as they were my own children.
Revenge!
The crewmen, while they won't essentially participate in the fight, they will still try to put out the fires because that seems like an important thing to do. But the fire may also spread We'll see that on his turn. On the fire's turn. It is a he, apparently.
Got to change his name to Fire McFireface. Because that's the thing.
Sir McFire. Fireface.
In addition, anyone ending his turn in a square that has fire will take 5 fire damage per fire.
Well,
Okay.
Anrikin moves up. He has had quite enough of these fucking idiots. He'll move here and do the black bolt, hitting preferably both of them.
Yes.
First one. That is probably a hit.
Yes,
Like
that
that
is a hit.
damage.
Got damage. Oh.
Fuck off.
He is staggered.
I mean, I would be down from that.
And the
Basically,
second one.
I
I
would.
could do nothing.
Well, yeah, nice. That was
Yeah,
me down.
for another 200.
Same damage roll. Remember?
Yeah, 228
Yes,
damage on
same damage.
Yeah, basically, Anrikin walks up and is like, "You complete and utter fools! You should have listened." And then, like, just a ray of the end of all things just lashes out from him, and into these like huge, just blasting off large chunks of them.
Could only have been 30 more damage. That's your maximum, almost.
Yeah.
3d8. He's tired of them. He will not have.
He is pissed. After that, Wraith will move up and stab it. Yes.
Oh,
Blade.
let's see a stab.
You update the stab.
Stab should be updated. Yes. It's not death nullable, is it?
No.
I'll give the bonus thing to the Wraith then, so he gets a bonus.
+1.
Yep. 22 versus
That misses.
Okay.
Sure, that's 16 plus you're hoping for.
Yeah, it really is.
To make them weakened.
Graham.
All right, there's a thing in Graham's face. Is it lower level than me, sheep? Lower level effect work.
It would not be, no.
Okay, then that the thing will not work. All right. Well, I mean, I have a few things to do. I'm not really sure which one I want to go with then. I'd hope they were lower level than me, but he probably has more hit points than me, though.
He does, yes.
But that's not really. He's not really a boss creature, so that's not really for him. They are not really mooks. And I'm overwhelmed by options here. Sorry, it takes a little bit of time. It's just I don't often have this number of options. I suppose I really just need some damage, don't I? That's what I need. So I guess he will as a quick action. It's called in this game. He will look upon this dragon coming to challenge him, the elemental Primarch, and he will adopt the aspect of the relentless waters. At the end of the battle, he will when he attacks someone who has more hit points than him, he does an extra d6 damage per hit, and he has +2 to all defenses. He can also rally once as a quick action. So I will add that.
That dragon is not fighting anything like Graham at all.
Because now around him is flowing like water, and he moves fluidly like waves clashing against rocks, eroding them piece by piece. I suppose
Feels
it'll tell you
very
when-
feels very Chinese mythology like.
Does
and horns and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, and then he will strike out at this son of an enemy with his claws of elemental wrath. Obviously, it's not 1, so I will just here.
That hits.
Well, he will take 56 physical damage.
56. All right.
Strike. That's Graham's turn.
You strike him. As this guy will land engage with the biggest thing he can see, which is Hirando.
Hirando does not step back like Graham did.
Like
He
cling
wants-
to the edge of the boat, just burn everything.
He wants it to be uncomfortable for it.
It's
It
gonna
is also
die.
worth noting that these guys seem quite frenzied, and they don't mind a losing battle. In fact, they seem rather invigorated by it. They also get the escalation die,
Oh,
Alright.
good. Good to know.
as he will attack Hirando with his fangs, claws, and tail, in fact. 1,
That's a
And-
miss.
2.
Just a hit.
The second one was an even, so he gets a third one,
Miss.
which misses.
That's fine.
You got clawed.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Hirando's not
He takes
impressed.
25 ongoing acid damage,
Yes.
and then makes a save against it.
Almost failed. Thanks for reminding me. He saves.
He does. That's Talia's turn, and there are things about. Any preference which one I shoot?
The one going for Anrikin, I think.
Okay. I'll move up into this tile here firstly. And I'm going to go ahead and, I suppose, shoot at Son of the Enemy 2, which actually...
Henrikin sees Talia move up, and he makes a slightly mocking gesture towards it. He says, "Lady Arcanist, if you would."
How much do I want this thing to fall?
Henrikin smiles slightly. "I always start with the Black Bolt of Disaster in these situations. It softens them up, I find."
It's not bad. It's not bad. She seems to muse slightly. She does not seem to be in the best mood. She's not enjoyed traveling on a boat for this long. It's been a bit while. But let's see. I actually don't have the best spells prepared for. I suppose I can do this. I will go ahead and blast. Our good old favorite denial at it, I think.
Powerful.
I have a bunch of them floating around.
They're useful usually.
They are very useful, yeah. Denied!
31. Yes, that hits.
That must break his mind.
As Talia reaches in, you will see what I see.
Durr! That's the only thing you get back.
Failure.
I'm sorry, he cannot comprehend both 20 and 20 wisdom. Too much.
They're pretty thick, these dudes.
Yeah. They did just attack the Doomslayers after all.
But that wasn't bad. No one's in need of major healing right now, are there?
Yeah,
I'll be fine.
I'm fine, currently.
Good.
I can top myself up.
Good, perfect. That'll be my turn then.
Yeah, this guy down south here does see his two brothers there not doing too well, but he's healthy and strong. So's this dude he's attacking, so he'll just see what happens. 1 and 2. The first one wasn't
both
even,
misses.
so he'll try again. He misses,
Just flails
which
around.
will prompt this guy to try to disengage. No.
Oh!
You cannot touch him.
Like, Grab just sits there, and the claws just bounce off like cloink! Like, oh.
Washed away by waves.
All right. Hirando, overhearing Talia and Anrikin's conversation, will turn to them and say, "I personally like to tenderize my meat."
He cracks knuckles looking at him.
That is a hit.
Om nom nom.
Nom. Look at that miss damage though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crunch.
The miss damage does not fuck about. I wish I had more quick action stuff. Apart from my rally, which I will do. Which I need to find that. There it is. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Rondo will then take 5 damage from the fire that is raging, sort of starting below him.
Just sit on
Alright.
it. That's a bit.
He just puts a giant claw on it.
Yeah.
It's like snuffing out a candle.
It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
like
enough of that now.
Fire.
As the
You
fire
haven't annoyed me enough.
will in fact persist. It won't spread.
Boat
however.
doesn't save.
No. Well, this is the fire trying
The
to
fire
save against
save,
being
yeah.
snuffed out. Well, this guy is hampered, but he's not quite beat enough to flee yet. So he'll ignore this pesky wraith and plop down right here.
Oh, the pesky wraith will stab.
Stabbed.
Nope. That's
No.
a puny swing wraith. That's a 1.
Also, on Enriken's hit points, it says that he has 90 temporary. Is that true or just something
That's
that
true.
was left over? Okay.
That's true. It's a zombie form.
Oh, zombie form.
That's because you haven't changed your token, I think.
I forgot to change the token.
That's what threw us, man.
I know. I could be bothered to change the token for some reason.
Well, this guy will attack Talia then. Only twice, because he can't get his third attack. He's too hampered. Also, he is staggered, so despite being slightly bulkier than his brothers, that does him nothing. Missing twice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As Talia deflects to the side of her staff.
Your AC is upsetting for a caster.
Actually, sorry. The second one is a hit because of the escalation die.
But he's hampered, right? Doesn't he get minuses?
No,
If he's hampered, you don't get minuses. You just can't use special things, which is why he isn't getting his third attack.
Okay, let's see. Am I okay with that? No, I'm not okay with that. Let's go ahead and suddenly Talia throws a shield in the way where he can reroll. I have +2 more AC.
Okay, he'll try again and hit even better.
Do you want me to take half of that damage? I can take half of that damage if you want. I've got a thing for it.
If you want to.
I might as well. Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
Doesn't that second roll miss?
29.
Escalation.
Plus
Both
escalation.
times the escalation dice pushes his attack up high enough. Both times.
That should actually be twice per battle, but whatever.
So how much damage was that halved? That is...
Well, Talia would take 17 and Tiranda would take 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm at 99 hit points. Not a solid 100. I'm disappointed.
Just keep above that fear limit.
Not a problem. I'm the healer.
And he'll... Let's see, Denial is a save for hampered?
Nope, it was just until the end of its next turn.
Okay, he's no longer hampered. That makes him happy.
He might not survive very long, though.
Is it death nullable?
No.
Alright, then we'll do a little chant of endings on him.
Yep, that hits, and he looks fairly ready to run away.
Can I nail him now?
No, not quite.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You enjoy those sinister words of yours, don't you?
It is literally words that just, things just rot and fall off him. It's so horrible.
You almost notice every single time Andrikin does that, Talia at the same time has to chant to herself a little mantra to stop. It's like, no,
Yeah, it's just don't be listening to it. The Wraith will swoop in, and since I can't nail him, I'll give the Wraith the bonus. Stabbity stab. Why, you're rolling terrible tonight, Wraith.
At least you get those out of your system.
I guess.
That's a miss.
Mr. Wraith, I think you need to take a class in combat fight.
The Wraith looks sad. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Graham.
Try to attack this thing again. I mean,
That's one.
that's a 1. That's all I can do then. On a 1, I don't get to anything cool.
You don't even get the miss effect. Yeah.
Nope. Nothing.
All right, this guy. Well, he'll even try to. Yeah, he'll try to disengage, even though it looks pretty difficult. Oh, 18. 18 should be enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Well, 1 move action, 2 move action. He's booking it. As he'll sort of turn back around, looking to one of his other brothers, as he'll say, "I'm going to look for Rahal. He will want to know about these ones." Irandor, probably Graham would know that Rahal would pretty much translate to the first.
All right. A
Talia.
big dragon, presumably. But you know what? If he wants to challenge us, we'll kill him, and then that'll send a lesson to the rest of them.
I mean, we could stop. I mean, I could try to stop him flying away.
Yeah, but really, I mean, we're gonna deal with this guy one way or another, right?
Okay. Yeah, it was an option, but sure.
Talk to him.
Talia is going to notice, oh, hey, I've got a guy in my face. The first step, she's going to go ahead and try an alternative method of disengaging. That's called shocking grasp.
Grasp into the water.
Shock the world.
And then...
As Talia will jab forward with her stave with a shocking grasp at the end of it. That was a free.
That is a miss.
Zap.
You will take 10 damage.
You guys are level 10, that's surprising.
They're epic level 10 characters.
Mm-hmm. In which case, Talia's going to go ahead next and... Okay. Sure. She'll go ahead next then, and let's have a look what I can do with this. Well, I could technically try that again. To get myself disengaged. That's a thing. I can't roll that low again, can I?
Let's find
Surely
out.
not.
No, that's a hit. You will take 5 lightning damage.
I have not edited that macro apparently in a long time.
Damage.
You know, Talia learned it while speaking with a French instructor.
Yes.
Then, followed on with that, we'll take a step back. She is going to go ahead then and, well, how exactly does she want to deal with this guy? She wants to deal with, because I want to both heal, but I want to also do that. So I think I've got an option here, which will be, no one else needs healing, do they, particularly? Or is anyone else particularly bad? No? No, I'm the only one hurt.
I'm hurt, but nothing serious.
Okay. In which case, Talia is going to go ahead and I'm just using a regular spell on this actually. Should I just heal? I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not concerned. As Talia, I suppose, will go ahead then and launch forth a spell which we have not seen in a while. A Javelin of Faith.
Against who?
Against the guy right in front of her.
That hits. And that does, in fact, down him.
Eret, try to find peace in the Lady of Rainbow Scales' eyes.
Alright, that sounds like you want to kill him. It's fine.
Well, do you want him alive?
No.
Graham doesn't care.
I'd say-
They're dragons, and they fight, and that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they're trying to...
On the Ladies' Island, the strongest wins. That is the mantra.
As far as Talia is concerned, she has no reason to spare them. They're trying to kill her. She's trying to kill them.
That's how it goes.
Blast them into the ocean.
You fall off. Anything else?
I've used literally every action. Talia has no more time this turn.
Okay.
Let me
This
look at
guy...
this one and say, do you truly wish to continue?
The look he gives you indicates no, as he will move away.
Alright.
You can take an attack if you wish.
Nah, I'm letting him move away.
And as he moves away, he'll shoot some fire towards the boat.
Sure. Now, Graham knows that this pitiful and do what he wants. But,
How much fire, though? 6 fires. A lot of fire.
it's no issue.
But he does look like he wants to continue moving away. Irando.
I presume we're just gonna let these guys leave, yeah?
Yeah, just turn off the fires.
Yeah. Can I spend my turn putting out a whole bunch of fires with my cold breath?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can put out as many fires as you get targets. The actual roll, as long as it's not a 1, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Sure. 2 of them.
2 fires, alright. These ones. If you wish to end the combat here, you could. Putting out the fires, it's probably not that difficult.
Anarkin will move here on his turn and sap that sun with a Chant of Endings because it doesn't like him particularly. No, it misses.
That is
Oh
a miss.
wow.
It was too
Oh wait,
far
you've got a
away.
reroll.
Oh yeah, I have a
reroll.
reroll. That's true.
Do
I'll
it.
get the fucking
Do it now.
reroll.
Revenge for the wraith that died.
That hits.
Yeah, 71
Well,
damage.
quite a
on
bit
it.
even.
You even sent the wraith to just bother them as they
Yeah,
fly away.
just send the wraith after the wounded one. Just keep stabbing him, really. See if we can
Stab,
do
stab.
this. Yeah, see if
Stab,
we can stab
Stab,
this
stab,
dude.
stab, stab.
Memory of.
All right.
Aw.
Graham, wanting to do anything?
Yeah, I'll turn out some fires using the. He will. Once again, use the shivering winds to do cold damage to them. Right. Since the roll doesn't matter, I'll just do that.
Yeah. As long as it's not a one.
So 2 fires. At least. Hope for the other one that damages every nearby mook. So that would be more of a burst. But I suppose that's fine.
Right.
We'll continue doing that basically.
Yeah. Well, let's see. That Wraith actually has a chance of killing this guy, which is relatively important. He will, however, try to fire breath it.
That's fine.
29.
It certainly hits, but doesn't kill him. Unless it's a 16.
It is not.
Alright. Then, I guess the Wraith will try to stab him again. On his turn.
Yeah, go for it. This guy will basically just fly away
Sure.
and not bother about his brother.
Sure.
You can, in fact, get 2 rounds worth of attacks because he can't breathe right away again. That does hit.
20 damage.
He might not survive this.
Cuts into him. And one more.
Yeah, one more. Then he can breathe again, as they are far away from the boat at this point.
21.
He'll. Oh, is that a hit?
Yes.
Okay, he makes it.
Yes, run, little one.
Meanwhile, Talia will go ahead and have a very easy way to help put out the rest of the fires, I feel. Which is, mending allows to do like repairs and that kind of stuff that would normally take 2 to 4 hours. Oh, in seconds. It's done.
Zombie form falls off Anarkin.
I'll fix the boat.
Yeah, with your attention free to take care of the fires, these couple of ones really have no chance of actually stinking the boat. It's pretty sturdy.
I'll spend 1 to 6 rounds doing 2 to 4 hours of work, please.
I'll roll a recharge on my my aspect.
I also need to roll recharge on my shield.
Nope. It is used for the day.
My shield did not recharge. Okay.
And so if where's my "you are here" marker on the map? There it is.
Down in the Jeweled Sands.
How fun that would be lost.
Ironic. And with that, the captain looking slightly less worried than just before the attack.
The ship is being magically repaired.
The travel will continue south. Eventually turning into the river delta here, into its biggest branch. Looks to have been artificially sort of extended so that boats can actually get in here and reach respite. So you are pretty much there. As you go into the river delta, you can sort of see the sudden change in the Jewel Sands from just desert wasteland to actually really pleasant. There's a bit of a cold breeze going around, cold as in air that is actually sort of pleasant compared to the scorching heat that otherwise just floats about. A lot of grass, a lot of trees, palm trees, and other thin-leafed trees, and quite a few very colorful flowers. You can see the occasional hut as well, house even, made from sandstone. But there do not seem to be any people around as you go through this river here, which does seem rather unusual, considering that there's quite a few of these houses about, some constructions that look like sort of farm. There's just no one really. Going closer south, you can see some movement in the distance. The vegetation is not nearly as thick enough to really block much. You can see humanoids moving about in a group of about 6 of them, it appears. And as they spot you, they seem to turn away and hurry away, in fact.
Oh, good. I feel like we're going to be ambushed.
Shortly after, let me transform our nice ship map here a bit, which I should have prepared earlier. Where are my textures? There they are. I don't have a good one. That's not a good one. I don't have any grass. No, I don't. I'm so unprepared. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
That's okay. It's only been a couple of weeks since last we played.
Yeah. We're all going to forget things.
Now I drew over the line. That won't do.
Well, the line's part of the image, no? It's just a grid.
There we go. It's on a different layer. As your boat goes through the river. Shortly after, however, the sky seems to be swarming with very odd things that seem to be heading straight towards you. Rather than trying to describe them, I will show you.
Alright. That works.
As they sort of defy description, although some of them you think you have seen before, although in a very, very different place.
Talia, do you want to come sit next to me? Just in case these things are very quick.
Oh, these things.
What? These are like
Cthulhian
Cthulhian monsters.
Yeah, it's the Friends of the Grey.
What?
Oh yeah.
Remember those, Henrikin? It was the Friends of the Grey. The Grey was totally fabricating and making these in his basement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
He loves them. Yeah.
That's
Look,
what,
it is.
what we. That is
It was
why
the whole
we
like
attacked,
first quest we had.
Yeah, that's why we attacked the Grand Cathedral of the Grey.
Oh.
Because it was full of these things in the basement. He was turning dragons into these.
Mm-hmm.
What? Dragons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Telling him,
Mhm.
they were like, we go in there, the ritual, like they exploded, and these things came out of them like.
Doc, are you hearing this shit?
Yeah,
Like,
I
we don't
hear
trust the
it.
Grey anymore because he's a fucking.
As I said, the Grey
Crazy
has
person.
never done anything good for us ever. They do this.
Yeah, these
He's what the
ones,
Grey does.
the small ones, you have also seen them in the Unspeakable Vault, or what you thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Oh, do you think that the Unspeakable Vault area is actually another world and the ruins are the remnants of the civilization that once dwelt there?
Yes.
And that these demons took it over and destroyed it?
Suffice to say, we'll go into initiative here.
So kind of when you fling your pieces of that world into them, it's
Oh,
kind of like
God.
revenge from beyond the grave, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to do that, because they are mooks, even though the small ones are mooks, despite having a round border.
That's a lot of, I would say.
That would be too many otherwise.
That'd be
Fey
one.
Wolves all over again.
Yeah, I get a
Yeah.
Fey Wolf sensation of this. I like it.
They move. When they miss you or hit you, you are hammered for 2 rounds.
Mhm. And you take 70 psychic damage. Yeah.
That's what happens. They attack MD
Yes.
at far away range.
And the damage is auto if you're just next to them. Actually, if you're far away from them.
Yeah.
So-
However, they can once per turn do a special attack that confuses D3 far away or nearby enemies. So
No,
Far away.
you're not entirely wrong. So let's get this over with.
Not entirely wrong. Great.
who's gonna eat who in this fight, huh?
Yeah. Well, they're not going to be able to get Herandor and Graham in their faces. So.
Well, I'm far away from them. Could I move further up or something? I mean,
I mean, you would basically be where you were on the boat. These guys are really fast.
All right. We just fucking zoom in.
All right.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I need to add myself.
You
Sorry.
in again. As these guys get the first turn, the second group of the mooks, as they will collectively move over here, spreading out just a bit. These guys going this way, trying to surround you, as these four will attack the group of Hirondor, Talia, and Enrican. The first one will only hit Hirondor. The second one will hit Hirondor and Talia.
No.
Those are both misses. The
No
third
one's
one,
a hit. I remember.
21 is it?
No, 25.
Yeah. This guy will hit all three of you, including Enrican, missing all of you. And this last one will hit also all three of you for 25.
I see. Just like Talia just kind of stands and continues idly.
25 is a hit versus Hirondo, I believe.
Yep.
All right.
But MD, yeah, that's one of Talia's better one. Hence having 2 mental stats through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They totally do confuse you. Man.
Yeah,
We know you to well sheep.
despite this being an AoE attack, I'm only going to roll one attack roll, otherwise I would have to roll so many. As this guy will move up. And it will move over here. And since it was unengaged so far, it can use a very special thing, targeting 3 random nearby creatures, which does not include its allies in this case, as they are not really creatures in its mind. This will hit Hirondo, Talia, and Enrican. That is against Hirondo. That is a crit. You can either choose to take 2 psychic damage or be confused.
Probably take the 2.
I was like looking at that, like,
I am sure.
why
also
would I
take,
ever not choose?
I should also
the
take the
confused?
2 psychic damage, I believe.
Well, this guy
Well,
is a proper enemy. He'll roll one attack per dude.
I'll take. I'll take the 2 damage. I think, if that's okay with you.
Talia, 21 is a miss, and
That damage.
Enrican, 25 is a miss. As it will use its second move to
Like it got a good hit in, but it started coughing or something.
it'll sort of hover where it is. Enrican.
Mooks, you say?
Move.
You never fight moves. Come
Do
on.
they perhaps have bones?
We never fight moves. It's crazy.
Enrican will cast the Bones Beneath on the group 2.
Oh, pull out their twisted Cthulian skeletons. Ugh.
All right. Well, it's been a while, but let's do it. Hoya! Oh.
That's a 1.
Does anyone have a reroll?
No.
Do I have a reroll?
None of that.
As it turns out, Enrican tries to pull out their bones, but it's surprisingly very difficult, as he can't even begin to think where those bones might be. Anything else?
Well, Enrican will activate the Assassin's Amulet, making sure that no one noticed any of that.
Okay. Wait, do you still have it? I thought you traded that away.
I don't know. I don't know if I have it or not. Honestly.
It's yeah. Graham.
Yeah, this seems like a fight. I think. decently worthy fight. And there are mooks. I like fighting mooks. Fighting mooks is fun. So let's start by activating the aspect of the Shattering Storm. At the end of battle, I get +2 to attacks and +14 damage against lower level enemies and mooks of any level. When I go into this aspect, I get a recovery die as temporary hit points. That doesn't cost me recovery. So I get 71 temporary hit points. I will write down that I've used this one.
That is many temporary hit points.
It's a good amount. And then I get +2 to attacks and 14 extra damage, which I will just add to my macro here.
Turns out 90, 10 plus 12 is it stacks up.
Yeah. It works out, doesn't it?
It does.
Just as Graham does. All right. So that is a bonus action spent. I will, however, also need to actually go and do something about something because these things are so far away. Also, terrain stunt, too. It's something I'll forget many times. So when I remember it, I'll do it. I guess I'll move over here, and I guess we will do a fire breath. Given that that I believe is a once per fight sort of thing. Yeah. So I will do a fire breath against the group 2 over here. And my attack roll uses my strongest thing, and they are mooks, so I get no bonus because they are just. Oh my! Look at that. Well,
One nearby.
one nearby enemy. So one of the mooks takes 24, and then they will also take 9 ongoing fire damage.
And an extra. Your aspect of the Shattering
No,
Storm.
aspects only work when I do melee attacks.
Okay, good.
Only work when I do melee attacks. Don't work with spells. Sadly. But no, none of that.
Okay. First one will take a bit of damage, but he doesn't look too bothered. And 9 ongoing fire. Right. The next big guy will move up and hit 3 random nearby creatures, which this time is Graham, Hirondo, and Talia, with his quick action Chorus of Madness as its mouths begin to blabber words. Try to dig into your mind. Against Graham, against Hirondo, against Talia.
Yeah, I'll take the damage.
What is this weird buzzing I'm hearing?
A 12. You'll be lucky with that damage. Halldamir.
I got a 1 and a 12. Yeah, I'm pretty happy so far.
On a D50, that's fairly okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, 50 damage, that's a pretty good amount for them.
It's pretty good.
But,
That's a quick action too. This guy will, in fact, no, he won't. He'll just hover there. Hirondo.
All right. First off is the on guy. I believe I take that at the start of my
the end
turn.
of the
Is it the end?
end of your
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck all of them then. I will cold breath.
You get the big ones, I'll try to take out the small ones.
Yeah. Well, I'll cold breath the big dude over there, and hopefully I'll roll high enough to be able to hit the mooks as well. Nope.
That's
And that
one
probably
target.
misses.
And a miss, yes.
Yeah. Wow. That is not working out for me, that one. But that's fine. I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And engage this asshole.
Hopping off the boat as it slowly still sort of drifts.
Yeah. But that was only a quick action. And a move. And you know what? I think he's pretty evil. So I'm going to smite him.
35. That is definitely a hit. As you smack into the weird spongy flesh with some hard bits in between.
Ugh.
Just
Hard
spit.
bit.
Smack at it. Anything else?
Nope, just ongoing. What's the save on it?
The save is just a standard save.
Okay. Nope.
It should be 2 saves, though. You got hit twice, right?
Oh, yeah, I did.
So they are 2 separate things.
Nope.
Failed on both. Okay. Talia?
What were those saves against out of curiosity, just so I know?
Against the ongoing psychic damage from the
Okay.
Hungry Stars.
Okay. That's good to know. And okay then. As Talia's good to look around a little bit.
I could do with a pick-me-up if you have one.
I might have a pick-me-up for you. I have a few things. I think the first thing, though, is I'm seeing a lot of things targeting MD here.
Mm.
I'm also seeing a decent number of misses to MD.
Mm.
You know what that tells me? As Talia calls out towards her god in the heavens, Eritone, give me your blessing. Enforce our minds against the vile darkness. Circle of protection for MD.
Mm.
Okay.
Everyone receives +1 MD. In addition, if anyone ever misses an attack against MD against any ally who's nearby to me, they become hampered.
Mm.
All right.
That's awesome.
It's pretty useful, I have to admit. That's good. And that was a quick action to cast. That's a pretty good start. Now, Hirondor wants to pick me up.
I would appreciate one, yeah.
I could supply a pick me up, I think.
Just a recovery. Well, one recovery should do, I think.
Sure. I could probably do something like that. I don't want to get closer to you because that would be foolish on my part.
Understandable.
I want to get everyone centered on my circle of protection, but I could provide you something of use. And you have things that you can have ongoing saves for, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, we're at the great point where it's like I only have things that have that do a lot of healing at this point, not things that do minor healing. It's great. Okay, but I'll go ahead and toss you a I think I'll toss you a cure wounds. There you go.
All right, 2 free recoveries.
And you get to roll against the save end effect.
So
That's pretty good healing.
39, 67. I'm all healed up. And may roll and save ends.
Against one of your ongoings.
Mhm.
No.
But I tried.
I'm rolling like shit.
And now I've done that, something else needs blasting. That's what I'm getting here. Technically I have Acid Arrow back. That's an important point. Do I just want Acid Arrow or something? Maybe.
You could.
If I end up hitting a group with an Acid Arrow, will they just keep taking the ongoing? Will the members keep taking ongoing damage? Right.
If the target of the ongoing dies, the ongoing is gone.
Wait, I'm saying it's like a mooks. Would it spread? It's ongoing for the entire mook, or is it just the one I hit individually?
It's the one. It's not worth
Well,
it.
the individual hit would still overflow, but once the
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was just trying to. That's what I was trying to find out. Okay. In which case, I will hit one of the bigger things. I'll help Hirondor with this. As we'll throw out another Acid Arrow. This is against PD. Since I don't have an actual hit to hit for it. Wow.
PD, that's a miss.
Oh, that's 25 ongoing acid damage. And I stick that back in the recharge pool again.
I mean, that's value right there.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. As these guys are very sad because you're all so spread out. So they'll go here, and with their combined might, start blasting Rondo.
Nice.
That is a natural one. He's hampered.
They're hampered. As the circle of protection lashes out a magical rune at them, floating around.
Well, it would only hamper the one who actually attacked, right?
It's true. But, it helps.
Next one, 27.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17. So, since you're already taking some, you're dazed.
Dazed. What's that do again? That sucks.
It's not great.
Okay, another one, 23.
Yes,
Barely
just. Yeah.
That's another 10 ongoing then.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural one. So this guy's hampered.
So
at least I'm
much
getting-
ongoing damage.
I mean, at least I'm getting hampers out there.
Yeah.
This one, 22.
You
No.
notice how they
Nope.
they get individual attack rolls as soon as the first one rolled a 1.
Yep.
What? I've always done individual attack rolls per guy, but not per group they attack.
Sure.
I've done one attack roll per group they target.
Sure.
Don't do those accusations, Manic. I'm really upset about those.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sheep.
As the last one will attack Hirando and miss, and also be hampered.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. And that brings that up to 40 ongoing.
I
Okay.
want the level 9 version of this spell. No one can crit against my chosen type.
All right. These 4.
They're gonna float over to me and do it all over again.
No, these 4 will hover over here and do it to Talia.
Okay. Going against 27 MD.
They'll try. They don't know any better.
Okay, it's fair. No.
Miss.
No. Yes.
1 hit. And 2 hits.
Okay.
These 2, however, are hampered. How long are they hampered? Just 1 turn or
Yep,
seconds?
they're hampered until the end of the next. I'll double check the wording for it.
End of their next turn, I think.
Creatures who miss you are hampered until the end of its next turn.
Okay. And these 2 over here, which are sort of split up from the group, will try to attack Graham. 1, that's a natural 1, and 22, which is also miss.
Go get hammered.
So hampered. This guy on the right here, the big one, he's not unengaged, so he can't just do his mouth flabbering chorus of madness. So he'll just have to throw all its oh, that's a difficult word. Tentacly bits against Hirando. There will be 4 attacks of these.
So far away. Sure.
1. Wait,
Oh, it's just him. No, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
the one you're
I
engaged
thought it
with.
was the other one. Yeah.
1, that's a miss for 10 damage.
Mhm.
That is a miss for 10 damage.
Yep.
That is a hit for 20.
Okay.
It is not an even hit, however, and a miss. So that is 50 damage.
Okay, and they all target AC, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, well, because, fuck you. So that'll be 25 damage.
Well, they have 4 different, four
Yeah.
separate
I suppose
attacks.
it is, yeah. Okay,
it
so
doesn't
it
have a
would...
good effect.
You could
Yeah,
save 10
never
damage
mind.
with that.
Ignore me.
Not worth it.
I'll just take the 50.
As he will then try to disengage. Because he likes to blabber as a free action. But
Nope.
he can't. Anakin.
Well, my AoE potential is a bit hampered now, but I can still do a fireball.
A five
Or
will
is
be
it-
appreciated.
or
I'm
is it-
sad I don't have any prepared.
Or as it were a corpse explosion. What's the ratio of this? What's the ratio of it? Nearby. Okay, well, pops up here. And then he'll fling a fireball at over at Hirandor's area there. Trying
Okay.
to burn as many creatures as possible. Targeting
That's right, it's my area.
the tiny hungry stars first, because they need to be cleared out. It's too annoying to just have
many.
floating. Yeah, too many and too annoying. They're hampered. Does that give them a minus to
Oh,
any defenses?
No.
No. Sheep also, remember the ongoing acid on that guy.
Yes, thank you.
In that case, we will start with the ones that are not, in fact, hampered. For a corpse explosion. Let's see how much I can... Actually, let's think here. I could cast it recklessly,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. Yes, I will cast this recklessly.
Sorry, Randall.
It even if I get the maximum amount, I will still only hit enemies.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right.
Trust me.
I trust you.
Two
I may
nearby
be reckless,
creatures,
but trust
so
me.
4 in total. 4 creatures in total. So go from the top. Hungry Star 5. Is he hit by a 25 versus PD?
Yes.
Alright. Then we'll
That-
go for Hungry Star 3.
He's dead.
Okay. Hungry Star 3. Let's roll that again. Yes.
Using the same damage, which conveniently exactly kills them. He's dead.
Okay. Let's go for Hungry Star next.
Hungry
It's a
star.
natural one. So nothing.
Mm.
And the last
Half
attack on the
damage still.
same. Half damage.
It's a 1, it doesn't do half
The one
damage.
with
Oh, yeah.
fumbles, yeah.
And that kills him. So I took out 3.
Which number would you like to go?
Hungry Star.
Okay. He thought he
Take me a long
survived,
time
but
to
then he
chew through these
died
things.
regardless.
Yeah, we just keep burning him. More fire and explosions. Yes. I believe that is all I can do, unless something is death knellable, but I don't think so.
No.
That's me.
Yeah.
Well, I could either try to set fire to a lot of them, or I could go punch them. I think I'll go punch them. So, given that being spread out is good, we can go here. Punch these. They are mooks, which means that I have a +2 to hit them.
Yes, that is a hit.
Well, can I in fact? No.
And it kills one of them.
Doesn't trigger any of my things, so I guess just kill one and then hang around for the rest.
Alright, this guy over here. Oh, he's happy. He's unengaged. So as a...
Get some.
he'll go
Damn
here.
bachelors.
No, he won't. He'll stay here and do his chorus for 3 random nearby enemies, which is conveniently exactly Talia, Enrica, and Graham. Starting with Talia. 1.
But he becomes hampered.
Yeah.
Yay!
I guess the attack would still follow through because he sort of attacks all of you
At once, I
same
suppose.
time. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
After this, he will be hampered.
Mhm.
Anakin and
No.
Graham.
Double hammered. And
Double
I guess I will
hammered.
take that 1 psychic damage there.
Mm.
Down to 70.
They seem to have skipped out on like Evil Cthulhu School. They don't. They seem
have.
rather incompetent.
They either hit or do damage, but not both.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
exactly.
just saying, I love how much damage you ended up getting, Anakin.
Yeah, well.
40 damage, but nah, I'm good.
I mean, I'll never ever pick like 50 damage. I'll always pick that over confused.
Also,
Yeah,
you
no,
should-
confused is
horrible.
the
you,
worst.
you should mark him as the hampered he is.
Yes, he is hampered. But he
Be
can
happy
still
you.
throw his tentacles at Talia, which he will do. 1, which is a miss for 10.
Okay. 10,
10.
20, 30.
Yep, just 40 damage.
I mean, that still hurts, but, you know. Also, I should have actually healed up between battles. Oops, I forgot. Oh well.
Hirondo.
Okay. I'm gonna smite the big dude. That is with the -4 as well.
Okay, that hits.
And then quick action. I'm gonna rally.
He is staggered.
Then that is me. So I will take my 40 on guy, and then I roll 1. Yay! 2, 3,
Yep.
and 4.
Yep, all of them are gone.
Fuck you guys!
You're no longer dazed either.
Yeah, does the days end on my turn?
Yes,
Or?
the days ends with the psychic damage.
Woo!
That's
Headache.
good.
Alright, I'm basically at near full health and not too bothered.
Okay, good. I will blast myself with healing then.
Oh yeah.
Fuck 'em up!
Talia is going to go ahead, look at the thing at point blank. Not like the thing at point blank, is going to try and shocking grasp it. First thing.
Poke it in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
In one of its many weird eyes. That hits.
Okay. I pop 3 and deal 5 damage. I don't think the macro is set up right, but oh well, it's not produced. I know it's not enough damage, but oh well. It's fine. I will figure out that later. And with that, Talia's going to go ahead and spend mighty healing on herself.
The mightiest of healing.
Which means she'll casually recover triple her HP in the recovery.
Triple? What?
Uh-huh.
It's mighty healing epic level.
Yep. Mighty healing for epic level, and I'm casting on only myself. So
For power.
Wow.
that's 9d8 plus 6 times 3.
That's
That might
Nice.
just be enough, I think.
It seems overkill in a way.
Actually,
Imagine
not that
that.
much.
I
Not
mean,
that
that's
much.
much
It rolls
no.
very
It's
low.
actually not that much. So
All right.
I mean, technically, you could get like 9 healing on 98. So
Imagine
and with that, Talia still has a bit more she might want to do though.
one of us having that ground. Oh.
I know it's great. It's why I normally have it on reserve, but you know.
I had that for my temporary hit point thing.
See, do I have anything
Around
else
300
in
hit
my?
points.
Let's see. I stepped out. I did that as a. See, mighty healing wasn't standard. I suppose actually I'm mostly good. I suppose I'm good actually. That was fun.
Alright. Well, it is then the turn. Oh, that guy's dead. Which group is this?
Group
These guys.
1.
Group 1. They are all hampered, so they will fling themselves at Hirundo and use their tentacle attack.
Oh, one hit.
Tentacle.
2 hits.
Wow, 2 hit.
Oh wow!
And a miss.
2 hit.
Just
20 whole damage.
sapping him like. Zzzt.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, I also need to do ongoing damage of 20 and roll 2 saves.
Actually, you know what? Fuck one of their attacks. I'm not having any of this. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. I'll prevent 10 damage.
Okay.
So I'll prevent an entire attack with my adventurer tier magic item.
And they are no longer hampered. But they are engaged now, which actually doesn't bother them. Okay. Escalation, Emerson goes to 2.
You have to
With-
change her name.
I'll do that in a moment. Well, 2 of them are not hampered. There's no group, however. Well, they had some success against Talia, so surely they'll have that again. First one, that's a
No.
miss. He's hampered.
Yep.
Second one,
Be hampered, so
That-
exchange places with your friends.
Yeah.
that's a miss. These guys will then just go for Talia.
Change places.
No.
And 2.
And no.
This guy
Why's your
over with
PC
Graham.
so high?
Because Talia's got heavy armor on and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Wow. Holy
Uh-huh.
shit.
This guy will attack Graham for 18 and miss, and then he'll try to disengage.
I can actually. My incremental advance.
Don't fail.
It seems that Graham is sort of. I don't know. Like we're fighting like tons of these things over here. Graham's like has one that he's like playing with.
Yeah, for my incremental advance.
I mean, I
can
killed
boost
one,
my-
but I just have been
You
rolling
sure
really
did.
bad. I need those high rolls to get things happening.
Yeah, but Halldamir, if I take a stat increase as my incremental advance, I'll go up to 29 AC and 24 PD.
Jesus Christ, man.
So this guy can't do his chorus as a quick action, which
My health
stands
goes
in,
up. And my damage. I like it.
but he will punch Hirundo a bunch of times.
Punch.
10,
Miss.
20,
Miss.
30, 40. Yeah, you dodge and block most of it, but there's just so much just flesh coming your way that some of it slips through and grazes you.
Sure.
Enrican.
I also think
All right,
25
Anakin.
ongoing.
Yes, thank you.
Is he death nullable, perchance?
No, he's not.
I will then blast him. Oh god.
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
A chant of endings.
Necromancer, can you stop dying, please?
No, it's the whole thing I'm doing.
So how many times have I had to heal you?
24 against empty.
Yes, and he is death nullable.
Alright, then we have
my
had
God.
enough!
Could I?
Sure.
The Herondor drinks the soul.
Indian soul.
And the horror of the life force is transferred into.
I feel like it's been a while since you've managed to do that. Talia looks back.
African looks, shoots a glass back. What? I can't hear you of all the tentacles that's poking you.
I'm sorry, I'm doing pretty well. She deflects them all with her quarter staff.
Very oily sound.
What was that? Every time you speak, I just hear a small buzzing sound. It's very faint.
Don't make me throw a javelin at you as well.
Right, anything else for Enrican?
No.
Okay, Gran.
I'll try to kill this thing.
That is it, and he has 1 hit point.
Well, I have a terrain stunt.
Oh wait,
so,
you have your plus 14 damage. Never mind, he's dead.
No, it's in there.
Oh, it is in there. Yeah, then he has 1 hit point.
I have a terrain stunt. Perhaps that'd be sufficient to do 1 hit point by, I was smashing into this guy with giant claws, and what he's actually going to do is he's going to move his hand his paw a little too far out, so he squishes this guy down into a rock for 1 hit point damage.
Sure.
The train stunt does say it can do like D4 per level worth of damage, so
It's a pretty meager use, but just get him out of there.
Yeah, that does the last hit point, the last inch of its life.
Move over here, actually. Just to be ready for them.
Okay. It is this guy's turn then. Who is hampered, he just realized. So can't do his chorus. That's sad. Well, he'll engage with Talia. And
I feel like we've
smack
been
her.
here before.
Yeah.
1 for a 30.
That is 20 damage.
It's also an even hit, so you're stuck. As
Okay.
some of the slime sort of freezes your boots to the boat.
Okay, I'm stuck. And 20. 30.
Another 20.
50.
You're stuck twice. And 26.
60.
60 damage, and you're stuck twice. Rondo.
Talia could do with a hand there. These little guys don't worry me too much in melee. So Randall's just gonna move.
Okay, they'll take their attacks.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
All misses. Good. All right. He's not happy with this thing hurting his friend, so he's going to power attack it.
That is a hit for tons of damage. Wow. It's not yet staggered.
Hear
however.
me, mortal. No, it hasn't.
Nope.
That's such a shame. What's my health doing? My health's doing pretty good at the moment. Alright. I will spare my quick action for a cold breath. Maybe this will hit. Nope.
No, that's a miss.
I'm gonna give up with a cold breath, honestly. That's just, yeah. That's my turn.
Okay, Talia.
As one of my close quarter spells I have, I'm going to use a heal on myself to give myself a free recovery.
Is it
Well,
not
not recovery.
staggered yet?
Just a recovery. Sorry. But,
It's not staggered yet, no.
yeah, I'll feel free to heal myself because I seem a little bit hurt. So I will gain 48 hit points, please. as that pushes me up to basically back up to nearly where I was. Actually, that works. I stop being staggered, though I am still stuck. Well, that's fun. Let's have a look then. What do I have in my arsenal for being in melee? So I don't actually normally be in melee.
They'll get a -2 for attacking you because I'm so splendorous.
That's a fair point.
That's why I brought myself over here.
I'm still not normally in melee, which is a weird thing for me.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've been prepared for this. Meaning I'm not right now. My spell list is completely wrong for this situation.
I know nothing.
With a -2 to them, you have the best defenses in the group.
It's true, I have 30 AC, admittedly.
Yeah, you're very good.
So I suppose I could always just blast them with Javelin of Faith. That's always a thing I could do.
Fucking punch them in the face with
I could
magic.
I could
of
stave
course.
them as well, admittedly.
Just literally punch them.
No, do it with magic, please.
I do actually have a punch macro. I did. But
Magic them in the face.
yeah, I'll go. That would provoke attack opportunity. Is that how it works for this?
If it's not a close quarter spell, it would.
Okay. I don't think I have a close quarters prepared other than shocking grasp, and that's not going to do much. So, sure. Come
30 AC. Good.
Come at me, bro. For 30 AC.
We'll pop that.
Okay.
So
The
only
big
100
thing,
does.
big thing will attack first then, which is a miss for 10 damage. The two others, 31
Actually hit, oddly.
and a miss. So 20 damage.
That would have been a miss if it was 14. If it was 14 rolling that would have been a miss with a -2.
And with that, though, Charlie's
Alright.
going to go ahead and Javelin of Faith. I guess the little guy is next to her.
Okay.
Should you think I should do the big guy instead? I guess I'll probably do the big guy, actually. He's doing constant damage. Yeah. Okay, it'll be the big guy next to me. For 2 and 3 and 3. That was a nat 2. The dash should not be 7, that should be 9 holy damage. I haven't updated the macro, but
9, okay.
that is highly disappointing, actually. Then I take 10 ongoing damage. And now I need to ongoing damage. Nope. Stuck. Nope. Stuck.
Oh, you're still double stuck.
Wow, and the stuck's like an easy save.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well, these
It's a
guys
lot of-
over here
It's a lot of glue.
are quite happy because all of you made a very nice little group over there.
yeah.
I haven't
So-
made anything. I've just been standing here for half an hour.
This will be against Talia.
No.
Hampered.
Habit, this will be against all of you. Well, that actually hits all of you. Oh,
It does.
Nice try.
Wow.
he's hampered. And the last one will attack Talia and Hirondo,
And hampered.
which misses. Excellent hampered. But one of them did something. 28 was also an 18, so if any of you were taking ongoing psychic damage already, you're dazed.
Nope.
And that's in addition to the extra damage with it?
Yes.
Okay. Without being bombarded from all sides.
Escalation
Yeah.
die goes to 3. These guys are staggered,
Oh.
so they'll... Oh, you moved.
Sorry.
They'll throw themselves towards Graham and tentacle him. 1 and 2. 28? No. And again.
That AC though.
That's what I got.
Actually, can I get like here? Like, can I just jump off the ship to the shore?
Yeah, sure.
He's strong, athletic.
He is
Somehow.
He's very quick for his undeadness. All right, I'll go here, and I suppose that I will. I mean, I guess I'll go for the big ones. I don't know. Hmm.
The big ones always do damage. That's the problem.
Yeah. Sure.
It stacks up when they hit like 5 times.
Let's sap the big one. 7 against MD for 86 horrible necrotic damage.
Yes, that is definitely it.
Anything that nullable?
No.
No, that's it then.
He is overstaggered. Graham.
Will attack.
That's not a crit. That's a 10. That kills one of them, and damages the other.
All right. That's really what I can do.
This guy. Well, he's had much success attacking this completely stuck to the boat Talia, so he'll continue doing that.
Okay.
Something else.
He has to hit a 30.
Yep.
Miss, and miss.
Still 40
40
damage. Still 40 damage, so.
And he'll attempt to disengage with like a penalty
Minus.
of 6, I think.
It's stupid, something like that. It's high.
He fails.
Yeah.
Rondo.
Does he
All
become
right.
stuck from that?
Yeah, he becomes stuck. All right. I'm getting kind of tired of this guy. So I'm gonna power attack him again. Oh wait, no, I've done that twice already, haven't I? No, I smited and then power attack this good. It's all good. Don't worry. Wow, 22, eh? I'm guessing that's a miss.
That's a miss. Yes.
How wounded is he? How's he looking?
He's still hanging in there. He's not in death range.
No, I'm thinking, should I get a reroll with a +4 and risk and give him the escalation die?
I'd rather not him having the escalation die personally, but.
Yeah.
It would only be against Hirondo.
Okay.
Yeah, it would only be against.
Then that's your choice.
Go ahead then.
Fuck it, why not? I'll use my claws, which I'll press the macro for.
Okay.
I believe it's the same damage though, so.
That is a hit and exactly kills him.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. Turns out +4 is very useful.
Talia.
Well, that's the slightly nicer scenario now. I'm going to go ahead and use my other heal for this battle. First time I've ever used both of them in one battle, I think. Oddly.
Now you've used.
I don't use them often in both one battle. I normally use my other spells more for healing.
True.
Because they have a touch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and heal myself up there. I am dazed right now, which is that's a little bit bad. It's not nice. I will try to disengage, I think, actually. Which would be a -1.
-1 penalty? No.
In which case,
You're
Talia
also
is
stuck, so you can't.
that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. I mean, these things are not going to hit me again, right?
Surely not.
I'll try again.
Possibly not.
I'll try again, provoking attack opportunity.
Try what? You're stuck. You can't move.
Spell.
Yeah, but no, I mean casting a spell, so provoking attack.
Oh, casting a spell. Sure.
Yep.
1 and 2. No.
Nope. And I'm going to point blank cast a javelin of faith.
26 hits, and it damages. Actually, it kills the one over at Graham. There you go.
Apparently it curveballs.
Yeah. It misses, but you manage just to swing it around at the last minute.
As I will now proceed to. Okay, so ongoing damage.
Well, one is gone.
Stuck.
I'm sure. Yeah,
One
I
is
forgot my ongoing damage. I'll tag the damage. I was an idiot, so I went wrong.
These guys. Well, 2 of them are sort of hampered, so they have no choice. They'll go for Hirondo.
He's bigger.
Okay.
Hey,
little guys.
And 2 for 2 misses. This guy over there, however, has a nice group to attack, which is Hirondo and Talia. He'll hit all of you for 24, which is 1 miss, so he's pampered.
But it gets me anyway.
But I'm a mental beacon of making them hampered.
It's true.
At 27, remember. So.
I am okay.
And this escalation die will go to 4 as the upper group gets its turn, which is only 2 guys left. They are both not hampered. They will both try to disengage. One of them succeeding.
Wait, no, if that's him,
oh,
he fails.
That's a fair point, yes.
And I'm threatening, so he would have had to get quite a bit more than that.
Well, they will try to attack both of you then. They do provoke while doing that.
Oh,
so the first one, Talia can get an attack.
Okay, I will go ahead and stave it. Hey, you may be joking about this, but on the other hand, net one.
That one. On another hand.
This will be against Talia and Hirondo in that order. Actually, against both of you because I'm only rolling once. That's a terrible miss. They are both hampered. Well, he's hampered. The second one provokes from both of you.
Here we go again. It's such a pleasure. I've been a different one at one.
That's a miss.
32 for 52 damage.
No, the Talia is a miss. Sorry, I didn't see the 32.
What
32 is a hit.
What was that? What was that, Manako?
Shouldn't that be 9 and a miss?
Yes, it should be 9 and a miss. I haven't updated my melee macros in a while either.
He sort of regrets doing that, but he still gets to hit both of you because he rolled a 2. 24.
That hits me.
What was he doing?
He was casting his thing again against both of you.
It's like, it's not really doing much. Do you...
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he didn't hit you. But he did hit Hirondo again, which was all he wanted in life.
Yeah, that's fine.
You okay with being
hit him as well?
Because I can stop the hit if you really don't want it. But...
No, I'm fine. I don't care.
Okay.
I can deal.
Just being
Anakin?
Well, let's blast the mook. Anything detonable?
No.
Alright, blasting we go.
Since they're mooks, you can only death knell them if they are the last one in the group.
Kablamo!
Which group? 1 or 2?
Which one has the fewest?
Health, right?
2 has the fewest.
Alright, the 2 then.
Because it says you can exclude minions, so I'm assuming that you can exclude specific minions.
I mean...
just minions in general.
I could exclude minions, it says. I'm not sure.
Kill group 2. That's dead.
Yeah, group 2 is definitely dead from that.
It's one less initiative pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Graham.
Alright, well, I could go melee, I suppose, but let's try this other thing. Let's try go here and then cast the Shivering Winds upon the one that has the most hit points, which is that mook, because there's only one. So let's try that. So 25 versus PD.
That's a hit. Also, they are all in one group, so it doesn't really matter who you target.
So I guess then it's just 43 and then plus 9.
Plus 9. Okay,
That's a different nearby enemy also takes it.
He's still alive.
If I roll the opposite, basically an even, I think it is, then well, an odd actually, then every nearby mook takes a bunch of damage. But I got this one instead.
Hirondo.
All right, I'm going to use something I haven't used in a while. Flexible bite on 6. I don't know.
That is it, and kills this one in the back because they're mooks. That's how it works.
Okay, hang on. It was an odd. Can I do anything fun with an odd? An odd hit. Let's see. Even miss, even miss, even. Odd. That's carving an opening, I guess. I guess that works. All right, I'll Where's my button for it? There we go.
Your crit range expands. I don't think that's going to matter. Talia.
Well, I mean, on the bright side at least, you know, I'm not engaged.
True.
Talia, I suppose, will launch more faithful magics to try and destroy.
Hey, Randall, don't forget to take care of your ongoing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Take my holy magic.
30 and
That's with my
save,
minus 4
save,
included.
save?
That's by the way
Yes.
with my minus 4 included, by the way.
Okay, 56. Well, that is not quite enough to kill both of them. So the last guy will. Where's that? There it is. Last guy will probably get another turn before he just spontaneously combusts.
Okay. Well, he's hampered, so he gets to try and attack me.
Also, let's have a look. Ongoing.
Nope.
Ongoing is still there. Am I stuck? Yes.
Yes, you're still stuck. Like, he'll get a tentacle, which
Nope.
misses, and then he probably dies.
I'll pop him.
Like a pimple.
Yeah. I just grab him with one claw and then just squeeze really hard. Okay.
Combat is over. You can take your ongoing damage once more, and then it's gone.
Okay.
As the crew on the boat is pretty freaked out, and while they will sail on if you would like them to, they sort of suggest that maybe you go by land now. It's only maybe like half an hour to respite proper at this point.
Hmm.
I mean, what does it look like here? Like, since Cthulian monsters are attacking people in the street, like, what do we see?
Is the city on fire? Like,
is it a ruins full of? Is it like a flesh blob?
It's not exactly ruins as so much that you haven't really seen any people around yet. In the distance, you can make out the city, and you can make out movement there, but it doesn't look like people going about their daily lives. It looks too organized for that. A group of people, definitely armored, although Graham would know that that's not unusual. But not quite looking like, just people living here. Generally, it looks very, very desolate, very, very abandoned almost.
Well, I think it's fine that the boat goes to do stuff here. We'll come fetch them, and we need to go on from here.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just
Surely they will not. Surely they will
them.
not leave this place, right? Just go and hang out in the waters at the edge of this place.
They will
They'll need
try to
those
hide the boat with leaves and such, although they don't look too hopeful about that. They'll certainly wait for you as long as they can, anyways.
all right then.
Onwards to respite.
Let's go find this egg thing and retrieve it.
Not the Caladan host.
Yes. At this point, Anarkin will certainly be on alert, like trying to pinpoint the egg. Like, is it deep beneath the city? Is it in the castle? Basically trying to pinpoint it.
Does he have like a little EMF detector, but it's magic?
It's like spinning the bottle, but he spins the scythe.
But in the air, because it levitates.
Yeah, it just spins wildly in the air and points somewhere.
It's horrific.
Yeah, Respite as a city is a fairly sprawling affair. Nowhere near as compact as neither the Free City or Grand Castle. It's mostly really tiny rivers running pretty much everywhere. A lot of vegetation and a lot of trees, palm trees mostly. Not exactly a forest, but enough to feel like there's stuff around you, certainly. The buildings are almost exclusively made out of sandstone. Big, squarish things, most of them, with a sort of castle-like appearance to them. Some of them also have domed roofs. with runes and names and such carved into their sides. There are a lot of cloth. What's the word? Not cloth pavilions, but basically like cloth hammocks hung over the trees and the buildings to shield the city from the sun. Anakin would think that maybe he can find out where the thing is by just feeling around a bit. As far as he is aware, that thing is a little bit magical, to say the least.
Yes, quite so. Then,
so if you would give me a magical skill check, you could probably estimate how far it would be, and probably also where approximately it might be.
Anakin goes about
36. Feeling around, Anakin would think two things. First of all, the cold breeze that you have been feeling that makes the air very pleasant doesn't seem entirely natural, and to Anakin's mind, it coincides with where he thinks the source of the wind coincides from where he thinks the thing you're looking for might be, which might very well be in the smack dab middle of respite.
Like in the square, like in the plaza on the pedestal?
Promenade.
Like...
Pretty much.
All right.
Not exactly on a pedestal. The thing is pretty damn big, like shack-sized.
All right.
A few meters by a few meters.
Then Anakin will be like, follow me. As they will like stalk into respite.
The two great dragons coming along. Do they even fit in these tiny streets?
The streets are actually rather wide. The entire city is very, very sprawling. A lot of free space.
Yeah. Step over buildings.
And
Or maybe we're not.
don't forget that this place is now run by like gnolls and like these doom worshippers. Like we wonder why are these horrible creatures here? Because the doom worshippers brought them here, of course. Because they're crazy.
I mean, they said, yes, we will accept you, and then...
That is exactly what they have said. It was the Burning Legion. Oh, yes, it sounds charming.
I mean, we could call them the sectoid invaders, but they just don't have a good name for those. So.
No.
The sectoids already have a bad enough rep.
The Outsiders. I don't know. That's another faction, though, so it doesn't work either.
We already have that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Invaders Night already taken.
Yeah, Outsiders taken. Burning Legion. The Slobbering Legion. The Meat Legion. The Tentacle Legion.
Well, the messenger that you talked to with in Grand Castle would have probably used something like the incoming darkness or the masters.
Alright, the masters.
We don't kill them, the masters. Not my master.
The incoming darkness master. Master Darkness. Yes, the Twilight Hammer. That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Still walking through pretty desolate. No, well, not a desolate landscape. It definitely looks like this would be the area, like the sort of suburb area, with the occasional like small farm of fruit, because the actual word isn't coming into my mind. Of dates, is that the word? Like the fruits that grow on palm trees. Either way, a fruit farm. Empty. It looks like whoever was there left in quite a hurry. A lot of things scattered about. And it is also rather quiet, apart from the sound of wind streaming through the sands and the trees. Why don't you give me a perception check as you approach the city proper?
A perception check?
A perception check.
It's so long since we've rolled these. Well, go back to my old-fashioned perception checks.
Yeah, 37, okay.
I don't think I need to do it. Can't.
why don't you roll me a d20 DDS?
Sure. 15.
15. All right. Not too far away from you, you do spot something, moving, hiding behind a elevation, a bush. And Talia would think that it does seem to be a gnoll watching you. He doesn't seem to have noticed that you notice him, and he doesn't seem to be immediately armed either.
Talia will kind of quietly, under her breath, just kind of say it back to the others. There is a gnoll. I can't see armaments on him up ahead. I could kind of give like a vague direction, clockwise, kind of like, like 2 o'clock or whatever, the appropriate thing would be, right? That. Just kind of quietly under her breath, saying to the others. Doesn't want to draw attention to the fact that she knows. But Halldamir, Talia spots up ahead a gnoll that seemingly is watching us from around the corner. I don't see arms on him.
Sure.
But gnoll watching us. Don't know what to do. No.
Guess we just carry on.
Do you have a suggestion about this gnoll just up ahead? Look, no. I know.
Single gnoll.
Destroy.
Yeah.
Take him prisoner. Extort whatever information he has. And throw him into the river.
Seems workable.
Alright. Let's do it. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do-de-do. Do-do-boo-do-boo. Short of endings!
Yeah, he's an older threat. He would have noticed you starting to make noise and run away, but he's just.
Could we just tell him, get over here?
I mean, I can knock him out with spells technically. I can, I think, select to kill him on just knock him out.
You can.
Yes.
Alright. Knock him out.
Last like a hyena, he's dead.
yeah!
What happened?
Chant of almost endings.
Short of subduing.
End of his consciousness. But,
Yeah, then he's conscious. Well, with that, I guess we tie him up, poke him until he wakes up.
Poke.
You tie him up and poke him.
This is where you want to wake up.
Tali's has
In this circle right here.
Tali's poking with a stave. Just kind of poke.
He's in between the four front claws of the two giant dragons in front of him.
Honestly, heavy armored mage.
Honestly, he's in the company of the 4 most dangerous people on this fucking continent.
Oh,
probably.
yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if he's smart enough to realize that.
No.
I mean, so. I think just the 2 of you alone he should be smart enough.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Henrik looks at him and says, "You were spying on us. Why?"
The gnoll snarls just a tiny bit, but that sort of I don't know what to do, so I'll attempt to meagerly threaten you sort of snarl as it pauses and says, I was watching you because you look strange. Strange things are bad, but in these times strange things are good. Too many strange things.
Uh-huh. And so you just decided to watch for strange things next to the road.
Little else to do. If I'm found by them, I'm done.
Them?
The horned ones. Those that have worked with the elves, but the elves are gone now. I don't think they work together very well.
Mm-hmm.
Some still around, but only those who sucked up the most.
Henrik nods. This is what he would expect of the elves.
What
Yes.
about Gilgalad is?
Of course. Gilgalad probably had the sense to just leave this place.
He's in the other continent now.
Yeah, led an
Preaching
exodus.
his moon god.
I'm sure he's very nice over where he is. I see.
Headmaster of the New Elven Academy.
And what are the gnolls' role in all of this?
We we have no role. We are useless to them. We were just thrown out of the city. The city was supposed to be our place of power. We built a throne but it never came.
Corks an eyebrow. For who?
Idiot.
For the doom, for she who was going to make this land ours.
The Doom was gonna.
The Doom.
Ha! He snorts.
There's
Well,
a minor issue there.
Yeah, fucking blue dragons messed up bad.
we
Maybe
Yeah.
the gnolls won't have them.
yes. If the Knolls prefer the Doom over the Blue Dragons, yeah, that's
Yeah.
hmm.
Says something.
Americans nods and says, "All right, well, what could you tell us of the state of the city? Could we walk in? Would we be stopped?"
Oh, you would be stopped, all right? It is crawling of the horned ones. So many, and there's just more of them appearing. I don't know where from. And there's this big black thing in the middle. They worship it like a god, and have many scary things guarding it.
The American nods. Yes, that would make sense. Looks at the others and says, "Well, if we are plunging into this, it seems we are wading into quite a battle."
You have rather keen ability to end many smaller foes rather rapidly.
It takes a while to prepare. I must be careful when employing the power, otherwise it goes out of control.
Should like a ritual from outside the city, like draw in the sand, like make the towers and then like crush them?
If I reach
that
the
sort of thing?
object, I can certainly do something like that, but I need to reach it.
How many do you think we can take? I mean,
You four don't look like the quiet types. I don't know what you're here to do, but you must be very strong if you think you can beat all of the horned ones. And they're monsters.
Is there a sewer system underneath the plaza where this big thing is being held?
The no snots. No, everyone uses the rivers.
filthy elves, man.
Yeah.
I guess maybe this note just doesn't
No,
know about
I
it.
mean, the elves live in high towers and they shit on the common people below. Like, I mean, that's
It's
just
true. I heard that.
that's literally what happens here. All right. Well, if we want to get into the plaza, what would be the best way to do so?
Bring friends, obviously.
Looks at him.
Which way in?
You don't seem particularly fond of these invaders, and I am guessing that most of your Nolkin don't either. Perhaps they could help. If I could promise you that we are here to expel the Horned Ones and their black object, perhaps you would be willing to help.
The Knoll frowns a bit. I don't know what kind of help you would expect. There's few of us. Many have been driven into the deserts to their deaths. Finding water is difficult, and without the assistance of the Blue Tandem, I suspect that most of my kind are just gone.
Where did the blue tenanim go?
Oh well, most of them stayed around. Some still are around, but over time, when the doom didn't come, they looked for different source of power and found these horned ones who promised them much. But now it's only those blue times still around that really, I suppose, seem useful to the horned ones.
Anakin nods himself. This is what he expected of this place.
Well, I think we'll go with Enriken's plan.
Get me to it, and give me the opportunity to give me enough time to work with it, and I will destroy it, and I will destroy the city.
I mean, if you can destroy a city with it, then, I mean, is that all you could do with it? It's kind of like a waste to blow this city up.
Oh, I'm just telling you what I'm going to do with it to this city.
Okay, sure. Well, I suppose we'll go in and win you time. I mean, how long do you need?
Cheap.
It would be a matter of more than minutes, less than hours.
Like 30 combat rounds?
It's a lot of combat rounds.
Yeah, especially if you just sit and watch.
Maybe Talia's instant ritual can help.
This would be something Enrican has to do.
Alright.
Man, wish I had that feat, huh?
I don't think I can get it.
It's a wizard specific.
I think it's true.
It is a wizard specific feat because it's in the wizard casting ritual section, I believe.
Yeah,
Still,
makes sense.
wish you had it.
I will also wish I had it.
I don't even have that many spells. It's just cool.
The other option would of course be to create enough chaos somewhere else in the city to just draw people away from it to make it easier. Or mobilize these gnolls to help us fight and keep some
can
of
you
the
be invisible or something?
I can't
not
turn
prepare
invisible.
Even if Enrican was invisible, starting a massive magical ritual would not go unnoticed.
The real question here is basically trying to kind of
I mean,
lure people away.
the
Which
thing I can do is that the normal spell Ruin Swarm levels a sizable area. Like it says. Does it say alternatively the spell can be used to level an area with high impact property damage. So I mean, give me a few minutes to cast that as a ritual, and I could level a fair bit of the city somewhere probably, and draw a lot of attention over there, and then maybe we can go for the plaza.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they have any scouts out here outside the city. So again, if we do rituals outside the city, and then attack afterwards, just whatever bad things we can make happen in there.
It's what I'm thinking about. Because also I was thinking potentially I could create some kind of illusion using some of my rituals, some of my utility slots potentially in a ritual.
Sure.
Blue Dragon Army illusion.
I mean, I have 7th level versions of the spell. That's pretty potent.
If you need distractions, I know of prisoners. They would be perhaps grateful enough to make some noise and then run away.
I think so too.
Right.
Could work.
So, tell us about these prisoners.
Well, they are in the southern part of the city. There are some of my kind and some others as well. They might have killed each other in the stupid building already, but there might still be some left who can help you. I can lead you there.
Seems fine.
All right, guess that's a start.
Alternatively, if you want to have something that can truly help you, there are blue talons still out in the desert with their little war bands. Some of them are big. Most of them don't like these horned ones.
We'll unite the blue talon under one banner.
Oh, I love I love it.
It's irony.
It'd be interesting. Wouldn't it?
I imagine us two just going up to them and saying, "We have come to unite you."
I mean, what if we were like sent this gnoll to his gnoll friends? Because I'm sure there's like cowardly bands of gnolls,
Of course.
and we'll pay them good money to go and bring the word to all these blue dragon war bands that we have we gathering like a secret, well, not really so secret anyway, but like a meeting where they can all come and we'll discuss how to get rid of the horned ones together. Because we have a plan that can work, but we need time.
Mm.
You know?
We
We have a meeting. We won't have to go to every single one of them and talk to them individually because that'll take forever. And this way they will come and they will be like, yeah, okay, well, how can you promise us that? We're like, yeah, you're going to have the goddamn city, but you just need time.
Well, you can have what's left of it. I mean,
Don't say
We
that.
might level it, but
You know, they'll find out.
they don't need to know that. Yeah, that's a good point.
They'll find out.
We
They'll
promise to
rush
get-
into it, then boom! Oh yeah, oops.
oopsie daisy.
Collateral damage is that's what happened. Anyway, we'll give them the city, and they just need to distract these horn ones. We'll get rid of them. For they were the stupid ones who signed a stupid deal. Come on. Well, they can sign a deal with us.
Yeah.
That'll be smarter.
Come sign a deal with us.
Yes.
We're gold and platinum. What could go wrong?
Oh, as a gold, my drive is to feel better than everyone else. So I don't know about you, but that's easy these days.
Yeah, it's pretty easy feeling better than most people when you're this size and at this power level.
And just like greater than most other colors. And
I mean, Hirundo, what does platinum stand for?
It stands for many things, sheep. Many, many things.
He's a man of many dimensions and
It's
depths.
true. I'm not just 2D. I'm like 50D, all right?
Wow,
you
that's
know
so
that he's
many
already
Ds.
made deals with this fucking Burning Legion.
Yeah.
You know? He's Dreadlord.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Randor's Dreadlord.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
But you
Yeah.
see,
I,
that's why I've made a pact with an even darker evil to stop him.
Legos.
I will let in the Cthulhian death to.
How else?
I mean,
how else-
just as Enric and I have a secret lair where we have like the last piece of the doom,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
hanging
Oh, good.
around.
Oh, God.
Horrible experiments on it. We have actually been feeding it to you in small doses over the past few weeks.
These cookies I baked were not chocolate chip.
Lies. Lies. 'Cause
We're
you don't know
doom
how to
chip
cook.
cookies.
Why? Why?
I
Not
wouldn't trust- I wouldn't- really,
raisins.
Succeeding you.
Really, I wouldn't actually trust food Anrican or Graham gave me because they'd be like, "Wait, you don't eat? Why have you made food?"
Graham eats now.
Graham
He's
eats
eating
now.
whales.
That's true. That's true, I suppose. But you wouldn't be making cookies.
Delicious
I don't think.
orcas.
I don't imagine be a cooking.
Delicious orcas.
He likes eating. It's something he missed before. Now he can do it again. Just grill some orca. Have a few
Now he
slices.
Yeah, now he can hunt again. So
I mean, not the
Like his
hunting part he
childhood.
likes. It's the
While we're
eating.
while we're sort of drifting into tangents, would you guys like to continue? Which would mean we most likely will go past midnight, or shall we stop it here and play next week?
I will not probably play next week for the reason that the Final Fantasy expansion comes out next Friday, and I would very much like to play that.
You
So
know, as
I've
far as reasons go, I can understand that.
I've sort of reserved that since we don't play that week anyway to play that with friends and guildies.
We could play in 2 weeks then, as usual.
Yeah, because I'd rather not keep going. Right now. I've got a bit of a headache. So.
Right. It sounds like we want to gather the Blue Warlords and then attack the city and trash it. And
give me enough time
moving.
so I can harvest the city.
So, guys, you get to have your revenge of the elves you've been waiting for so long.
I mean, the elves aren't here. They left.
I am mainly here. I'm here for two reasons. I'm here to eliminate this object of darkness. I'm here to also power up the forge, and I can do both of that in the same swoop. And also, as a bonus, eliminate a nest of evil and enemies. So it's really a three-way stroke here.
Well, with that in mind, then you will not get a full heal up. You will, however, get relationship dice.
Mental
Do we
advance.
get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will click my heels.
I'll take that.
Oh, God.
ability.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
All right.
The next
I
session is
mean,
all about Anarchan. Who guessed?
I already have a suggestion for you, Enrican.
Well,
The
architect.
the 3 red dragons who went to talk to the first,
Why is that positive? It should be
who is
conflicted.
Sargev's eldest son.
Yes.
Maybe that eldest son actually wants to help you here.
There we go. Sounds good to me.
But how? I'll leave that up to you. But that would be an angle you can, because with a 5 and 2 6s, that can be something pretty big.
Yes.
You want an army? We have an army.
Yes, the dragons are coming. Just stay clear of the city for a bit.
Comes here to be like, my Lord Enrican, I'm so sorry. My
Yes.
brother,
Crawls
insult
in the
was
dust.
not
Oh, 1,000 apologies.
please forgive me.
Here's all of their heads on a plate. I was like, yes, that's a good start.
as usual, please post your relationship dice in the chat, and also make sure to put in whether they are positive, conflicted, or negative, because I need to know that.
That guy.
As the last thing, if any of the spellcasters in the group possess ways of magical communication,
Yes.
I would like to remind you that Warwick used to be a blue Tananim. He also used to be one of the warlords who strove to conquer Respite. So maybe
Warwick,
that would
King of Respite.
that would be something that your characters probably remember, even if you as players might not.
I like the idea of Warwick, King of Respite.
There
Yeah.
would be a respite though.
But he is a
Well,
grey.
King of the Sands, then.
All right, fine.
It's
I'm
like,
just-
Mongol Empire. They don't have a city. They just have bands of warlords hanging
know,
around with like a
there-
tail banner and stuff.
Part of me now wants to put my mental advance into upgrading my utility spell, just so my message spell now covers the entire continent.
You could.
Very useful here.
I could message literally anyone as a quick action.
No, I want to have my stat upgrades. That's what I want.
Yep, that's what I want.
Nice big
3
stat
plus
upgrades.
ones.
More strength,
Spells are what I want
more
anyway,
con,
so that in a way that kind of
more
works.
charisma.
Strength,
Oh,
Oh.
so happy.
strength, con, and what dex? I guess?
All of my important stats are going up one.
In my case, I'm increasing my Dex and Wisdom when I do it, which will put up both my AC and my PD by one step.
Nice.
No, not Dex and Wisdom, Dex and Con actually. I'm going up by one step. I think.
Recovery.
Recalculate all these stats, these base
Yeah,
stats.
Actually, it would be Dex and Con going up, which actually means my that actually means my HP is going to go up. I think as well when I do that. But right now I'm going to upgrade spells because I think I need more magic. More magic.
20. Should I do it this way?
Can you pick up +2 to an ability instead of 2 +1s?
No.
No, it's only +1s.
Well,
I believe it's +1 to 3 different ability
Yeah,
scores.
3 different abilities.
Yeah.
well, one is important, and the other ones are thrown away. Basically,
Mhm.
that's not going to matter.
I have one thrown away on mine.
Well, my intelligence is 22 at least.
Nice. See, my health is going to be stupid. My next incremental advance, I'm going to go for hit points.
Then you have almost 300. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Looks like a mook now.
Now
Yeah.
I need to check my my armors.
Well, you do have to keep in mind that enemies generally don't heal. So if you consider effective hit points, including like quick action recoveries and whatnot, Hirondo is beating most things at this point.
Yeah, and I've got things to halve big hits, and yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Me.
It's great being me, as everybody said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Got a problem with that?
Context one.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-dee-poo. +1 to everything.
Well, sort of.
Sort of. To my attack rolls, basically. Which is very important. We want to hit.
It is. It's very important. One more initiative. I can't edit that myself, though. We drew that from a sheep.
Sorry, what? Initiative?
Make my initiative just d20 plus 15.
D20 plus 15, you say. Okay.
Let's try it. Oh, I guess I can't see the roll.
You can just roll until you get a 20. until you don't go any higher.
Okay.
But yeah, it's plus 15 now.
That is that. That is that. That's that.
So strength, lexicon, and a little bit extra dex, because I might as well top up all of those uneven stats.
That's what I did. I got charisma, which is one of my main stats. Con, which is one of my main stats. Strength, which is one of my main stats, which is great.
All right.
It's a
I only had
great
2 that was really good, and then dexterity is just gives me a little extra. Yeah, dexterity.
Yeah.
Not that useful, because it's my lowest between both physical and AC stats, so it doesn't really do anything there. But I got another physical for upping strength and con.
Would it generally increase your defenses by 1 if one of your stats upped 1? Probably not.
Not generally, no.
Not
But
always.
if your mean value goes up because you increased.
Mine did, and I
does it-
realised that my PD was wrong.
It's not mean, right? Is it?
Your median value,
average.
technically.
Yeah,
Medium value? Oh, okay.
Median.
Median.
Medium value. No.
Like
It's the middle one.
Yeah,
the
not
middle
average.
one.
Yep. No, it's
Yeah, I
good.
found my PD was off by 3. Should have been 22 all this time, but it's gone up by 1, so it's 23. All of my defenses went up by 1, except physical defense, which I guess went up by 4 because I was an idiot. So, you know.
Well then.
Because I was running on 10 plus my level, not 10 plus the median of 3
Plus your level.
plus my level. So, yeah.
You big
Now
idiot.
it's all fixed. Now it's all fixed. Don't worry.
It's like, I've realized something.
I am so much better at my defenses.
There's a huge mirror in his room. He's like, yes, I am wonderful.
I am better. Yes.
Look upon me and despair.
Look upon my majesty.
Yeah, Zombinger, the difference between mean and average is, I don't know if there is any, but between mean and median is a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Pretty important one in this case too. Otherwise you would have defenses with like 22.3. Yeah.
I have like a 2.66667 AC.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, okay. I now hit heavy.
This setup for Graham, I don't really have much. I mean, really, it's similar. Very defensible. Not a lot of damage bursts.
AoE is damages. Yeah, I can certainly put out a lot of it, but I am only one character, and I've used most of it on at the moment. Honestly,
I can be very sturdy. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I have the 2 big ones laying around still in case of emergency.
I mean, I have my flexible attacks, but they only trigger on 18 plus
Yeesh.
hits. So when I do that, I can do something like this, which next turn gives me an at-will elemental mastery spell as a quick action, and then I could do something like, actually I'll probably use this one instead because the terrain one is better. But then in this place I'd do something like this. Target the highest MD, but then each enemy.
It doesn't seem great if it's only like a 10% chance of triggering.
Well, it'd be 15, right? But that's just how they work. I have that, and then I have Invoke this Storm, which is on a 5, 10, 15, where it does a tiny bit of extra lightning damage. Just because, didn't need that many of 18 plus, but that's all the other ones are 18 plus, basically.
Shoot, what do you think about trying to disengage with a 15 plus instead of 11 plus?
Yeah, that's difficult.
All right.
I can certainly up the damage though, but not for a lot of battles per day. And I didn't think these 2 battles would be the deciding big ones. So I used 1 aspect. I can technically have 3 of my aspects at a time if I want to blow through them all, but I only have 5 daily. So,
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, you can expect another 2 challenging battles before you get it fully up.
Generally, I expect 4 in a day. That's what I try to temper myself to.
Yeah, we've rarely had the full 4 battles a day, but we will definitely have 4 battles a day here. Maybe even 5, depending on how things go. Maybe even 6 if you fuck up. Maybe even 7 if you really look for things to fight continuously.
Like this Null.
Get him!
Attack this cactus.
Activate 3 aspects.
Oh, the cactus is fighting back. I'm all prickly.
Now, Enrican.
Ah!
Circle of death, all the land and the trees and the bees and stuff.
Yeah.
I needed
the
to roll
bees.
for my claws to be reused.
Just grind random insects until we get high level.
Well, with that, the stream is over.
Yeah, show's over.
We'll catch you tomorrow for some Shadowrun, I believe.
The
Shoo-doo-roo.
Which is also coming up on its grand finale
Hijinks.
thing, it seems. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And Out of the Abyss on Wednesday as usual. And no 13th Age next week.
But maybe you're streaming?
I haven't decided yet. I might be.
Okay. Might be interesting. I would watch.
I might be streaming if people are interested in seeing Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Then I might do that. Anything else? Nope, not for now. Catch you later, folks. Good night.